all Medicaid beneficiaries. You can now qualify for a free smartphone with unlimited talk, text, and high-speed data. You heard that right. You can now get your smartphone, cell service, and high-speed data absolutely free from a government program called the Affordable Connectivity Program. Just call 800-470-9125 right now to see if you instantly qualify. All callers can qualify based on your income, or if you receive assistance from Federal Public Housing, SSI, or even free and reduced price school lunch program. If you or someone in your household is enrolled in Medicaid or any of these government assistance programs, you can now instantly qualify to get free cellular service and high-speed data, plus a free smartphone. Even if you're paying for your plans now with another carrier, you can switch to a free talk, text, and data plan if you qualify. Just call 800-470-9125 to qualify instantly for your free talk, text, and data service, plus a free smartphone. This free program is open and available, so call now to see if you qualify. Don't wait. Call 800-470-9125. 800-470-9125.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Georgia Watch-Along Show. My name is Radi Nabulsi. I'm joined by former Georgia Bulldogs head coach Jim Donnan, and Dayne Young is behind us. He doesn't have any cool accolades or any awards, but he is graduating, getting a second degree from the University of Georgia. So we'll call him a double dog here as soon as he gets his degree, but we're not going to get ahead of ourselves.
Two national championships while I've been in grad school.
Yeah, then keep your butt in there and do not graduate until afterward. Yeah, get your doctorate. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves, Coach, but the Georgia Bulldogs are the SEC East champions yet again. Tennessee got
this is rival.
I was going to say a bad word, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, you just wonder what CBS is thinking right now. They were planning on a big Tennessee game next week for Georgia losing tonight and be for the SEC. But hey, just glad everybody's tuned in. Look forward to, from my perspective, having a full deck once. I think we're going to have Mims a little bit more. I know we're going to have Bowers, and we're certainly going to miss a Pop on the defense. That's but we're going to play a lot of nickel dime stuff anyhow. So one linebacker defense with maybe extra defensive backs, but. Everybody talks about what it's like to play here, and it's tough to come in here and win. You damn right it's tough. I mean, you can talk about it all you want, and hey, we're going to be ready and everything, but this crowd has been challenged by our head coach to give them the best shot tonight, and got a break on the weather. Could have been, really bad, but can't ask much more than 50 degrees for a football game in November, so looking forward to a big night from the Dogs.
Looks like it's dry. They did announce Brock Bowers and Xavier Truss as the starting players. I'm not Xavier Truss, Amarius Mims.
Announced Mims too?
Yes, sir. I'm pretty sure that was something from our.
I thought about those guys were getting big contracts and they wouldn't be signing. Playing.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Excuse
me. I was ready. It was Truss and Mims.
Well, they're both going to play.
Yeah.
Just from the perspective of the injury situation, there's no way that our trainers, doctors, or coaches would put anybody in jeopardy from not only a playing perspective of this year, but the future. The thing about this tightrope surgery is once you get it fixed, then it's just a pain tolerance from that point. And the bigger guys have a little bit longer, maybe as Mims did. But, I kidded Brock when I saw him over there the other day. I said, did you wear your shoulder pads when you went in for surgery? I mean, he's just a serious guy that loves football and just driven. I mean, he's just an outlier. I mean, you just don't have guys like him come along very often. And it's going to be a tremendous boost to our offensive productivity to have both he and Ladd McConkey in at the same time. Now, who do you double? Who do you put your best guys on? All that stuff. And what happens is you start looking at those two so much, then a guy like Ra Thomas or Lovett or even Arian Smith just breaks one on you. So, I'm real optimistic. Last week I was a little worried, and rightfully so. You see what the Missouri Tigers did to Tennessee today. Really going to help our strength of schedule if we can beat this team and Missouri. And I look for us to mix up the coverages. They got a good receiver in Trey Harris, actually a transfer from Louisiana. He played for Billy Napier, I think. So we'll see how it goes, and looking forward to it.
Coach, I'm worried about you. You addressed the point of not having Dumas Johnson out there, a big guy. Mainly, I think I'm worried about not having him trying to stop Judkins. Great running back for Ole Miss. He can extend plays. He's tons of yards after the contact, and you can be focusing on. This is the only team that has two receivers in the top 10 in the SEC. So this is
there's no doubt about it. We're not going to shut these guys down, but we're going to they're going to hurt themselves sometimes. They go so fast. If they do not make a first down, then the time of possession kills them. Right. Their defense is out there. And, you look at our team. We've been a great second half team all year long. We pound people. But it's going to be a case of I just know the way Kirby thinks, mainly because I've been around him so long. I can see our defensive backs being a lot more involved in the run support tonight. Maybe an extra deep, instead of having 5 DBs and 2 linebackers, 6 DBs and 1 linebacker, and let one of those guys like Starks or Dan Jackson or somebody be up there to be the run support guy.
Do you have to put a spy on Jackson Dart?
Oh, you have to some. It just depends on the down and distance. Okay. And, I think the coverage too, when we're playing man coverage, you got to be careful because the defensive backs have their backs to the receiver and to the quarterback, and he starts running. We saw today the way that Cook again hurt this University of Tennessee with the way he was running on man coverage. So there's going to be a lot of heeing and hawing back and forth just because Lane's a good coach.
Yeah.
He's had a hard time in the big games, though. 1-19 against top 25 teams. Kind of hard to change that narrative here. He's going against the real deal tonight, and if they get the W, more power to them. But I'd be shocked if we don't play really well tonight. But I've been wrong before, but I can't remember when it was. But I am wrong a lot, really, compared to what I used to be. But I do feel like I got a good feel for the way we practiced this week. My grandson was in town, and I actually went over and watched the practice, which I normally don't do. And I was just amazed at
you could have told me that before I wrote my column.
Well, I'm not going to do that. That wouldn't be fair.
I'm just saying that would have been helpful, Coach.
But I just feel like
I told you everything I know, Roddy.
I feel like our players grasp what's going on. We talk about listening to Kirby. They don't know. They don't talk about the playoffs and all that, but they do know the significance of playing national TV. You got the big deal here, game day in here. Yep. The top coverage people with Fowler and Herb Street. Went to lunch with Stanford Steve on Friday, and he was talking about how much he was looking forward to being between the hedges tonight. And these guys, this is a big deal. And we talked about it all year about enjoying the moment. This should be a moment here, like you're opening up your Christmas presents on Christmas Day, and you got the toy you wanted, and this is it. The Georgia Bulldogs, they're going to come out there and put a lot of smiles on your face tonight.
Should be fun. Dayne, all week long we heard Lane Kiffin saying that Ole Miss is playing with house money. I kind of think that Georgia's playing with house money. You're guaranteed to make it to the SEC championship. Now you're going to play Alabama, in that first week after the regular season. In other words, it takes a lot of the pressure off this game. Even if you were to drop this, which, I predicted Georgia to win. I could still have my Munsonitis and be worried about things. But I did pick them to win because they should. They should take care of it. I just worry about turnovers and, the stupid stuff that I normally worry about.
Exactly. Yeah, everybody should. We've only had 1 turnover in the last 5 games. We're due for some of them. We're due for some bad bounces, but we're also due to have our whole team. That's what I think. Yeah. I feel it's good to have I projected earlier this year that I thought our team was really going to be dynamic. I watched some scrimmage, last scrimmage, and we've just never been that team. We've always had 3 or 4 guys missing.
Right.
And we had a tremendous kicking game. You got to feel like that Peyton Woodridge right up there for Lou Groza Award. And net punting, we haven't given up a punt return yard all year, not 1 yard. So, But I'm not going to talk anything more positive here. I just want everybody to be ready for.
Yeah. I just said my point was
we could have the same thing happen to us. It happened a lot of times, but why not? It happened good too.
Yeah, very true. Again, I'm not negative. I was just saying that I feel like the pressure is off the players because, and I thought Lane was correct. He's been through these streaks. He goes, the pressure does mount. You know, you've been good for so long that everyone's kind of waiting for you to stumble, and everyone's watching for you to stumble. Everyone's predicting it, and it starts to build in your mind. He's like, when are we going to stumble? And he's like, hey, Ole Miss has got house money. We've got nothing to worry about. Everyone expects us to lose, and I'm like, and he's basically said the pressure's on Georgia. And I'm like, well, now to me the pressure's off a good bit because you've made it to the East. You win the SEC, I think you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Even if you lose tonight,
here's the thing. Usually streaks are broken on the road, though. I mean,
that's a good point.
I mean, it's.
You heard it here first. Coach is calling for Georgia to lose to Tennessee next week.
I'm just saying when they're broken, but
no, you're correct. Holly Rose talking about Brock Bowers. Let's see what Coach says.
Saw Holly the other day.
So Ole Miss won and took the ball, Coach.
So, you know, I talked to Holly. One of her first games was when we played here against Ole Miss in 2000, and we took her over to her and Steve Levy was the playback, and went over to Charlie Williams and let them eat with the team. She still remembered that.
Nice.
Holly's one of the best reporters out there. Does a
So
phenomenal
seriously,
job.
they're going to take the ball there. That's a psychological move.
Yep.
Hey, remind everyone, if this is the first time you're watching, we're a watch-along show. We try to match it up where you can have us as your second screen experience. As Georgia gets set to kick off here, we'll have the clock on the screen as well, so we can help you time up with however you're watching this. So Georgia's getting set to kick off.
We got to be alert for their Trey Harris, number 9, really good wide receiver.
We're underway.
Zirkle puts it out of the back of the end zone. So
yeah, we've avoided the last 2 games start where we had a fumble on the kickoff and they kicked it short.
Yeah. Jed Mays in the press box, he says Sanford Stadium crowd is absolutely in full throat tonight. Far and away the best home atmosphere of the season.
All right, Jed, good reporting. Let's be ready now. We're going to miss some plays because they're going to try to show the crowd and everything. These guys are going to go warp speed. We're starting out with C.J. Allen in there, starting freshman linebacker, number 33.
That's a lot of pressure on that young man.
They got motion already. Yes, sir. That's what we needed.
There you go. That's the exactly what Jed was talking about.
It's not even on the right end either.
Yeah.
It's usually.
Yeah, that's not the loud end. He did move.
Got Tyke Smith in there at star.
Oh, they tackled Michael Williams.
Overthrown. Like Dalen Everett in coverage.
Starting Everett instead of Humphreys. That didn't look good right there.
Yeah, did not. That was a good.
You got to give these guys some room now. They're going to work on the guy away from Lassiter, number 3. They're going to work on the other side, but play off of them. That's good. Flare pass, make the tackle.
Got to get out there, CJ.
Good job.
Tyke Smith got off the blocker.
Yep. That inside out movement on CJ was good too.
This is the biggest play of the season right here. Just because if you make them punt, can you imagine they took the ball?
Yeah, to take away one of their drives.
They're going to throw some kind of in-breaking route.
From the top up there?
Watch their safety might break on it and pick. We only got a 3-man rush.
Oh, better get to him.
That's going to be
Ooh.
about half a yard shy.
He'll go for it.
Yeah.
If you miss the endings of these games, Washington did win by a touchdown. Florida State as well.
That left tackle's gimpy.
First down.
See that little fake there where the guy started?
Yeah, it looked like he was saying that the play
Just
was
ridiculous. Let a guy catch the ball and get 14 yards. Shit.
This is not a good third down team going up against one of the best third down teams.
Well, one
in
of the
nation.
reasons their third down's not good is because they go for it on fourth down, and that's something I should have mentioned. I tell you, if their left tackle's hurt, they've already lost one tackle this week. That's going to really hurt them. But terrible defense by Georgia on third and 14, 15.
It's like that 4th and 14 last week.
God,
yeah, tackles going
out.
off.
So that's 2 tackles for them that are out. They had a guy break his leg this week.
Is that what happened to him?
Somebody broke his leg in practice.
I knew the starting right tackle was out, but I just heard it was leg injury. I didn't know how bad it was. Oh, he's got it.
Right there, Small.
Oh, 2 missed tackles.
Right there is something you mentioned is just the fact that this guy is one of the, and I think Brent Rollins brought up about how many tackles he breaks. Really good start, and now they're getting some rhythm.
Judkins from Montgomery, Alabama, played at Pike Row High School.
Raylan Wilson got into the game. He just got eaten up by a tight end.
We'll let him run those.
Yeah.
Already 3 minutes gone.
And that's with tempo.
Better back up some, Jones.
Yeah, Jones. I think they look like they're both lined up off sides.
Smile.
They called him down. Yeah. Tackle for loss. That a boy.
Delayed, or is that it was his assignment?
He's spying him, and he saw he was.
Got it.
3rd and 6.
Come on, sack his ass, Walker.
There he goes. First down.
Unreal. You know he's going outside. Got no contain. 2 guys.
And your inside linebacker's running with the wheel route. So,
well, the end's got to go back out if the linebacker goes inside. We're just making too many mistakes here.
A lot of time there. Wide open. To the 4.
They know what they're doing, boys.
Yep.
Is that some kind of wheel?
Back tight end out of the backfield.
He came up a little gimpy at the end of that too.
Yeah.
5 in their corner. What was it? Well, we got no clue on how to stop them right now.
Yep. Yeah, that was 5 is Raylan Wilson. That's who I mentioned was in there earlier. He got in pretty right off the bat.
If Ole Miss scores
linebacker,
Georgia's linebacker, yes.
If Ole Miss scores a touchdown here, it'll be 4 straight games that Georgia's given up an opening drive touchdown to the opponent.
Yeah, they're highlighting him.
Javon Bullard saved the touchdown.
Holding.
Yeah, I called it on that play. I was like, they're holding him.
That's a good play. Old Lane ran on 4th down when the quarterback looked like he's going over to ask the coach something.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it's a dead ball.
Now we got official down.
Dude.
Gonna be one of those kind of games, huh? They do have backup officials at these games.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I've always been told there's a reserve.
I know they have a guy on the clock, but they usually have to have an extra guy jump in there.
I'll trust you more than me. Maybe I misunderstood that.
Zion Logue trying to get everybody geeked up.
I'm not sure enough.
Michael Williams and Chaz Chambliss on other sides of the line.
Get a pick.
Touchdown. Untouched.
Flag on the play. Oh, take it off the board.
That makes it easier to walk in untouched if you're going to hold a guy.
Hilt Chambliss? I'd say so.
Grabbing him by his head and then laying on top of him is
So now it's going to be first and goal at
15. Watch it fade up the top on Everett.
Go back to Judkins.
Is Judkins.
Oh, he just walked right through everybody.
Slipped through 4 guys.
This is like flag football.
Yeah.
Good for their confidence, man.
Took the ball, drove it 75 yards.
So the decision to take the ball pays off for Lane Kiffin.
He cracked our safety, and then the corner didn't come in.
Yep.
I can tell you one thing. That wasn't like any of these other first drives. There wasn't many plays where we were even close.
Yeah.
There weren't many, I mean.
That seemed more clinical, whereas like Vandy hit a play.
Yeah.
Florida hit a play.
That was just a lot of mistakes.
Throughout the show, if you have questions for Coach Donnan or Radi, throw them in the chat. I'm checking them out there. Get to as many as we can.
Yeah, not too pressed with that. One thing I don't have a question about is that the beer we're going to drink tonight, we're taking on the Yingling Flight. Now, Yingling is some delicious stuff. This one's cold. I lost my koozie, though, so I'm a little disappointed. The koozie I got from our folks in Florida. I haven't found it. 2.6 grams of carbs, 95 calories per 12 ounces, 4.2% alcohol by volume. Fantastic beer. Shout out to OU Herschel Walker Dog, our buddy out in Texas. He showed me a giant frosted mug and some. He sent me a picture of it and the Yingling Flight. Yingling is America's oldest brewery. They've been around a long time. They do a fantastic job of making great beer, and now they have a light beer that's low carbs but full taste. So a lot of people are like, oh yeah, we got the light beer, we got the carb-free beer, whatever. Yingling took their time and they came out with a great one that you will like. I've yet to meet anybody who did not enjoy it. So when you get a chance, try the Yingling Flight, or try their traditional lagers. If you're looking for a new beer, they got it. And it's, again, one of the oldest ones. It is the oldest brewery in America. So I know a lot of people like me grew up. I was in my 20s before I'd even heard of them because they weren't down here. Out of Pennsylvania, they're here now. Try it.
What's disconcerting there, I mean, maybe it's not even that word, but just the 2 runs that they made there were just like nothing there for us.
Yeah.
I mean, just got a tie, and we missed a tackle before that. So got to be a big confidence builder for Ole Miss. I mean, they got a great offense, but to come into our stadium and execute like that.
Yeah.
Just
and have on 3rd and 14 right off the bat, man, that should have.
Yeah, you had a chance to turn the whole game real quick, but now your offense can't panic here. You just got to take care of business and get the crowd back in the game.
Touchdown Sooners, if that makes you feel a little bit better.
They got we got a chance here on the kickoff return if the guy doesn't kick it out, because we've been very close to breaking one, but that was a beautiful drive. And as an old offensive coach, I give them a lot of credit for the way they attacked their defense. They knew exactly where they wanted to go. You know, I mean, they ran the third man out on a wheel against a freshman linebacker.
Yeah.
Fourth straight game, just like Dayne said, that we've.
You think ESPN's watching us? Taking my stats from me. All right, Ole Miss will kick that through the end zone as well. I'll tell you, the next couple weeks for Carson Beck could change his life completely. He's in the hunt for the Heisman if he shows out in the last month. I never thought I'd say that, but just the way everything has worked out around the country, he's there. He's in the top 5 of odds right now.
So is Jason Milroe after the last 3 games, I think.
Agreed.
It'd be funny, a guy that gets benched early in the season goes on to win the Heisman.
Totally possible.
Hey, look at that. Brock Bowers, 19 out there.
Probably going to bring him in motion now.
Dylan Bell. Okay.
We should be able to run on these guys.
8 yards, I guess, on that first carry.
Go quick. Stetson.
Hey. I put that on Twitter earlier, so follow me on Twitter if you want to know stuff like Stetson Bennett's going to be at the game. There you go, rah-rah.
Like that throw on second down.
He was covered up, but they still made it. I like that. That was big.
Letting Bowers play more than one play. It wasn't token.
He's not a decoy? Looking for an emoji.
Easy.
What we do here is go quick, and then if they don't line up in what you want, then you go on and go the second play. You see Bowers and McConkey on the same side.
Yep, I love that.
Probably going to run to the right.
They got him covered up. Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Rah stays on his feet. You know, he probably hates Ole Miss a little bit more.
He might.
I was reading, you said that he might do – what were you – somebody – you said he might be somebody we could go to?
Yes, sir. Him. Just the fact that you got those 2 guys lined up on the same side. I'd mentioned having Brock and Lad McConkey on one side, and then
well, he's smart enough to go down 11 where we can still make a first down. 2 catches already. He's already got his.
I think he's hurt though.
His feelings are hurt. He didn't score. We got Delp in there now.
This is his egg bowl. That's all I'm saying.
Is that Milton?
Yes, sir. It's a little power run here.
Small window going from McConkey back there.
Well, he's trying to fake the quick screen and throw to McConkey, but good call. Only problem is 2nd and 10 now. If you run the ball here. Ooh.
Yeah.
Get Bowers in there and throw it to him.
Let's see, Delp on the field. Bowers was not in on the first down play. Not in there now.
He's not in there now. Delp and McConkey at the top of the screen.
Got the back hot.
Yep. Run him over.
God, that's a good run.
That is.
That's why you get your first down, coach.
Yeah.
You said that.
Look at Cedric Van Prayen standing there. We're going, give me the ball right here.
Beautiful throw.
That was.
Great run.
Almost.
Mike Bobo, dial him up. Keep him in there.
Outside shoulder, buddy. Outside shoulder.
Keep him in there and let him power that sucker in there.
Bowers in there now.
We're going to come out of the huddle quick here.
Yeah. Hey, you got Dejon and Kendall in there.
Oh, I formation.
56 power. Or 48 toss.
the tall sweep.
They went old school.
Yeah.
Bobo.
Oh my God.
He's,
I don't even like Mike, but I'm in love with him for that. Just that takes me back to high school. I'm so happy.
you know, they're cleaning up the whole coaches and press box up there for the renovation. After he found the papers from the previous run.
Good job by Delp. And Trust coming around.
Yep.
When I said
the most dangerous
56,
man.
we went to 48 toss from
40?
56 power.
That's awesome.
Just too bad that first series we didn't get that stop. But hey, that's the way to answer, man.
Yeah.
Point after. Snap. Hold. Kick.
I tell you what, old Beck, we haven't used our 2 guns yet. And the other guys stepped up. Get the crowd back in and now.
That 44-yard pass to Rara was gigantic. I mean, that just.
I mean, you threw it for 12 and then he ran for 32, right?
Yeah, I'm just saying. One of the things I've mentioned in my column, Coach, was how important Ladd McConkey has been. I think I mentioned a couple weeks ago for getting yards after the catch. The guy catches it, and he keeps going. Brock Bowers, the same. We hadn't seen as much of that from Dominic Lovett and Rara early on. Last few weeks, though, those guys have been coming on and really getting, tearing up. Is that just
I think it
luck
just
of the draw,
I
or
think
what?
they're just getting more confident, and coaches are calling more plays to them. I mean, you can't just be expected to get 1 or 2 catches and break it. I mean, already he's got 2 receptions in the first quarter, but that looked like a really good offense. That's 2 good offenses right there.
Jackson Dart is 3 for 5. Carson Beck's 3 of 4. They're
kind of scary the way they attacked our defense right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you can talk all you want to about adjustments and things like that. If we don't tackle better than this,
this
is going to be a complete shootout because you just can't. When you got a chance to make a play, you got to make it. We had a chance to tackle Dart for a 4-yard gain. He made 11 one time. And then the 14-yard catch was huge.
I go back to
we got to get some turnovers.
Folks, whenever you watch those Kirby Smart leaked video or All Access or anything with him addressing his team, when he's out there yelling about physicality, when he's yelling about hitting, leaving an imprint and stuff like that, a lot of times when he's talking to his defense, that's a lot of it. It's tackling these guys in the SEC is hard, and you'll see them. Sometimes you don't want to dive at a guy's churning legs. Well, that's what Kirby demands, and I guarantee you he might have had a word or two for him over there on the sideline. Because when you're in the right spot, you got to make the tackle, so no question.
Hey, if they're going to run the tall sweep, I want to see the quarterback do the play action where you walk away for about 6 yards, turn around and chuck it. That's in the Bobo repertoire.
Yeah, I don't believe that's a real big deal. That's just goal line maybe, but it's good though because you can run 32 spin to Milton or 40, the toss. Yeah. I mean, it's people love to see a fullback. Used to be they'd say, "Hey, get that fullback out there," and then they say, "Where's the fullback?"
Tell you what, 3 weeks to return after a high ankle sprain. I don't care what technology, whatever. That's a tough guy that's worked hard. Good for Brock Bowers. I know he wanted to play one last one in Sanford Stadium.
Yeah. 3.5, 26 days. It'll be 28 on Monday. That's a heck of a deal.
I hope he's okay. I mean, that's what I say is that first drive, you go out there, you're on adrenaline, you get to the sideline. I hope he's like, yes, this feels good.
It just says a lot about him. Says a lot about Ron Corson and his team.
Absolutely.
Right. Also, Dr. Waldrop out of Alabama.
His mother told us that it would be a game time decision, that they would decide about 6:45.
Well, they decided.
Just watch these plays, how open they are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's Kirby talking to Braylon Wilson.
Crack their safety. Corners got to come in.
Mm-hmm.
I can see him going deep right here for a big one.
Yeah, they missed it on that first one. My first.
Pretty good
Same-
protection.
That's the same play that Brent Rollins drew up where they started on a post and go back to an out.
Here's that tempo.
There you go. It's a way to come up there,
Yeah.
CJ. They got two good backs. That other guy's good too.
Yeah.
Super chat from Chris Calvin says, Coach, can you give a shout out to my boy Kevin Raines? He's a lifelong dog fan and loves your show.
Go, Kevin. Where's he from?
Chris, let me know where you and Kevin are from.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Chris.
you watching, both of you.
Thanks, Chris.
They got third down. They gonna go for it if they don't make it.
Yeah. Appreciate Kevin Gaines tuning in.
Kevin Raines.
Excuse me.
Raines.
Oh, who's Kevin Gaines? That sounds familiar to me too. I got it.
Whew.
That was not Garth Brooks' alter ego. That was Chris Gaines.
Okay, that's who I was thinking of.
These guys are physical runners. Tyke hit him in the hole.
Phil Rogers is watching in Jacksonville. Always is. Thank you, Phil.
Marvin's. Do you know what the play is?
Going deep.
Oh my goodness, that could have
Got to
been
make
nice.
a play when you got it.
Yeah, that should have been a Kamari Lasser INT.
Here's Kamari covering old
Trey.
Harris.
Stark's getting back in there.
Oh, close. This guy's slick. Tackle. Attaboy. We slanted right into that, and Roddy.
Yes, you did. I just about to
Raylan
say
Wilson, you got to break down a little more. He's like a young pup.
Tyrion Ingram Dawkins.
Coach Chris says they're in Grayson, Georgia.
Watch Raylan Wilson there.
Came in and missed. I know Grayson, Georgia very well. Right. I go there a lot.
Contain this quarterback.
3rd and 9. Got around 7.
3rd and 4, Coach.
Fourth.
Fourth
Excuse me,
and
4th and 4. That's what I was trying to say. I was going to say
could be a long
3.
3.
This
Yeah.
is a quarterback run.
Not even a question for Lane. Always
Yeah.
goes for this, especially
Yes.
with where the ball
Yeah,
is.
on the
Could be a
40.
screen here.
Oh, he is throwing it. Here's your screen, Coach.
Georgia brought
They're
pressure.
Pressure him. Oh, my God.
Yes,
There's nobody
sir.
there.
Hey, and it's also all right. We
Uh,
got the ball. Yeah,
Flag.
don't call us for defensive holding.
Oh,
Offensive holding.
Ooh.
Declined.
He did the holding call. And I'm like, if you're right about this, old man, we're going to fight.
I mean, I'm getting around in the negatory. But
I've
huge.
tainted you, Coach.
That's a huge stop right there.
Yeah.
Right before that play, Coach Jerry asked, why was Georgia not getting any pressure on Dart? They did on that play.
Yeah, it's just hard to rush a guy that's so good at running. You know, I mean, we're they're mixing it up, and when you run play action, you can't get you just can't get a rush. Now, when it's a show pass like that, you get better pressure, like we just got.
Yeah.
So, we're not going to get pressure on this guy on 1st and 2nd down. I mean, it's just you got to play the run first. You know.
Right.
So that's a good question though. Well timed. That was a good stop too, man. We needed that. Good tackle by Kamari over there on, to keep him from making the first. He's doing a good job on this, Trey Harris. I mean, he caught 11 passes last week.
Another touchdown for you Sooners. 14-7.
The way I see it right now, Georgia, you can't miss your turn, man.
Yeah.
You got a chance here to get up on these guys. And we
Yeah.
got a couple gadget plays we can hit on them.
So 2 drives for Ole Miss. Scored on 1, then turnover on downs. Now Georgia gets his second drive.
Where's the ball? Like the 42 or something like that?
40.
40?
Georgia 40. So great field possession. Position.
Coach, would you have gone
Too many
for
of
it
these
there
flights,
if your
man.
lane just where the ball was?
Well, I mean, he went for it on the other. I mean, he's going to go for it on 4th down. I mean, I don't have the same mentality that he does on going for it, but I think anytime you're across the 50 in today's football, you got to go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now on your side of 50, it's a different story, but where the clock is and today, the first quarter, Missouri only let Tennessee run 3 plays.
Yep.
That was insane.
Didn't they run something like 24-3 in
Right.
plays to start the game?
And they weren't ahead, but 3-0. But it's hard to score when you're on the sideline. And then Tennessee gave up 35 points and actually picked one on the goal line. Would have been even more. I mean, got some guys hurt today, plus their feelings hurt.
Well, and then you wear down the other defense. You kind of saw that happen late in that game when Missouri pulls away.
Yeah, I would have never thought they would win with Luther Burden not touching the ball but once. But that Schrader guy was on fire, catching the ball and running it, and
controlled everything.
Schrader shredded Georgia a little bit too, so it was good to see him do it to the Vols. And if
they're gonna get it. I mean, unless Arkansas lost today and they got Florida, so I think they're gonna get a New Year's Six bowl.
If this was next year, nobody would want to play them in the playoff, and they would be in it.
They're gonna be 10-2, unless I think they play Florida at home, and then be their 5th straight sellout too.
And then they get Arkansas. I believe.
It blew my mind about Missouri once they said that they had 4 straight sellouts, and that's the first time since the 70s. I'm like, they won a couple SEC East titles, and they didn't have 4 straight sellouts during those years. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, they.
But they are all dialed in, and we're seeing that, as Dayne mentioned, in NIL. People are getting into Missouri football. They're an up and coming power.
Well, we said if they could win this year, they're going to be big for the recruiting they've had. I mean, it's unbelievable. I hope they showed us formation here instead of the overnight shot here.
They got to show us what they're going to have next week.
All right, 7-7.
Looks like he's back in there.
Good. Georgia didn't have a 3rd down on that first drive.
This could be a direct snap to 86. No, he's not in there yet.
Dejan.
There you go.
Marius Mims is in there, though. They ran behind him. Or around him.
65. It's Amarius.
Marius Mims is a good kid.
9 yards from first down.
That's what they did on the first
Brock's getting pissed. Get him the ball.
Hey. I'm not taking all these pain meds for nothing.
I guarantee you he's not taking
I
any.
know. Just saying.
This could be something to him.
I wonder if he'd give me all his lore tabs that he didn't take. Not that I would ever use them.
Asian.
Get out of the way, ref. We already hurt one of you. Down to the 27. 2 plays. What is that? 31 yards? Yeah.
65, mash it. Did you say anything about he might play or not?
I said he was going to play.
Okay. You really go out on a limb.
Well, I did. And then Pete Thamel reported this morning. I'm like, hey, Pete, I reported that yesterday.
Great event, Pete.
Yeah, no, Pete's great. I wish I could break
This could be Bowers down the boundary.
Fake pitch.
Dope.
Touchdown.
Wow. Beautiful throw and catch. Great job, Lad McConkey and Carson Beck.
We have Bowers or him. That's it.
Yeah.
They're both on the same side.
Yeah, so they're going to. Like you said before it started, you want to see what this team can do with all their weapons, and this is what we're seeing. Mims back. Kendall Milton back. Kendall Milton coming in playing fullback. Lad McConkey and Brock Bowers making safeties and cornerbacks, and everyone have to make tough decisions.
Got 64, 84, and that
84,
was a huge answer there.
Yeah.
We can run the ball like this on these guys. They're in serious heat.
Happy for Lad McConkey.
Well, it's happy birthday, too. They ought to be singing to him. Let's see what Bowers does here.
1, 2, 3,
Bowers
three guys, Coach.
Bowers makes the safety play him. Well, what a great throw by, just tremendous shot there.
Yeah.
Pro throw, pro catch.
I hope he didn't hurt his leg.
It did look like he got up a little gimpy.
There's a gun right there now.
Yeah, he planted that leg.
There was a beautiful story on College Game Day this morning of last Christmas, Lad McConkey. There's a fan that lives about 5 minutes from where he grew up, and he went to go meet him. And this kid loved Lad, had his jersey. Lad signed it. He was nervous to meet him. They bring him to College Game Day, and they give him 2 tickets to the game. First time he's been to a Georgia game. So I'm thinking about Hunter right now. I believe his last name was Swinney, Hunter Swinney, who's probably going nuts in that stadium with Lad scoring that touchdown.
Well, good for Hunter.
Yeah, congrats, Hunter, from the nice seats.
You know, you go over on the sideline, on the Ole Miss sideline, and they say, hey, they took the starter out at right tackle. Yeah, but they put a first-round draft choice in on top of him, Coach.
Hey, we got him right where we want him.
I like Ohio State's chances to beat Michigan after what I saw today.
Got to play at the big house, though.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
Let's get a turnover here. That's way to tackle.
Yeah. Who was that?
He met him in the hole there. That was CJ.
That's CJ Allen. Folks, remember, that is a true freshman out there playing in the biggest game of the year.
We got 33 and 5 playing, alternating, and then, of course, 2's in there, Munden. He's coming on a blitz here. Oh, you went right by him. Oh,
Wow.
good call. Ran right by him.
I think he wasn't expecting. Dart rode that running back and gave it away right the last second. He was about to light Dart up. Good play call, Schumann.
What's a wheelie? Yeah.
Yep. They got Chaz running with him on the wheel.
We're going to see some points tonight, fellas.
Yeah.
This guy's smooth, isn't he?
And we talked about Jordan Watkins. He's the other top 10 SEC wide receiver that Ole Miss has.
Oh, he's got time to throw.
Yeah. Tackled backside by Small.
Best thing could happen to us is hit him in the back and the ball fall out or something.
Yeah.
Second and 9.
Second 9. So I would say they throw it here, but they don't go by the normal rules.
They got a one-man route to the field, though.
One-man route to the field? Whoa.
I thought they were going to call PI there. Yeah, they are.
Did.
Just a pull on the arm.
Yeah.
One-man route to the field.
You called it, Coach.
Well, that's close.
That is close.
It's just the arms get tangled. The way he has the arm on the inside the elbow.
Oh, that's.
Certainly seems they're just going to whatever corner is not named Kamari Lassiter right now. Which would be up top right now.
Going after the redshirt freshman. Got to get to the edge. Yeah, that's.
Or Bull.
Look at them all running back to get lined up again because they know that they can go fast.
Talk about those safety sporting. Look at this.
Mm-hmm.
This is, they set you up with this, and then the quarterback keeps it inside.
They scored a touchdown like that against Alabama.
lane, getting the guys laid down there so they can get it. We got somebody down too.
Humphrey.
It is?
Yes, sir.
Julian Humphrey. Yeah, I saw him slow to get up. See Connor Norman out there with him.
Kind of diving in there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
This is going to be some ball game, boys.
More highlights in this first quarter than we've seen in most first halves.
Brandon Boykin. That wasn't pass interference. Great play, 12. Boy, those DBs stick together.
That was nitpicking.
I was about to say, I personally agree with him. And I'm not trying to be a homer there. I just thought, just a hand on a guy. If you didn't pull his hand from coming up, then shout out to Joey Jones. Give the Dogs a big
Kurt was talking about
Is that a wrist, maybe? Forearm?
oh, he's yelling. He's in pain. He may have landed on it and did some serious damage.
2nd and 11 for Ole Miss.
Minute 6 left in the quarter.
I think we're going to see the guy away from Lassiter play off of him a little more.
So Daylen Everett backing up.
Now comes to the line of scrimmage.
They changed everything. So I'm glad you're here, Coach, because I'm like, counter.
Up the middle, he called it.
Right behind the counter.
Got down to the 4 first down.
Remember, I just said he going to fake it outside and keep inside. That's the play that killed us against Auburn, and they never went back to it. God.
Going quick. Nothing there. Well defended by Georgia. And likely in the first quarter.
Amazing how many times it was second long. They just look at this.
See that he runs right behind the counter. Still got a man climbing.
It is the end of the first quarter.
Yep.
Georgia with a 14-7 lead, but Ole Miss knocking on the door to get back. Whew, do we want to sneak in a quick ad read here? We may not have much time.
No, we got time. They got to get a lot of commercials in for this for TV. So we will quickly mention our friends at My Better Life Science. My Better Life Science, these were the guys, they're here in North Atlanta, that were the first to detect COVID-19. They read about this illness that was prevalent in China, and they decided to get on it early. They created a way to test for it. So they actually detected the first COVID case in Georgia, I think at North Gwinnett, if I'm not mistaken. But they were Johnny on the spot. They were prepared, and then they were the ones that were doing all the testing early on for major events, corporate events, big things that people are like, look, we got to get together. We got to be in person for this. And they're like, okay, well, let's get everybody tested. And, and of course, everybody's trying to find tests. They couldn't find them. Well, these guys at Better Life Science were making tons of them, and they were huge during COVID. Now, what they've done is taken all of those equipment, all those machines, all those testing machines, and now they've created a new product. And this one is the allergen test. Okay, this is allergy and food intolerance testing. And basically, it's a little kit. You go ahead and go to mybls.com, and you order one of these online. It comes to you, and you have a little collection tube, and you have a couple of lancets that you can use to prick a finger or your shoulder, a Band-Aid, and you put it in there, and it comes with a mailer. You send it in, and then they test you, and then and it's really fast, because remember, these were the guys that were doing 24-hour turnarounds on COVID testing. So you're not going to have to wait 6 months to find out what your results are. So go to mybls.com. The huge, and here's the thing: they're Georgia people. They're Georgia fans. They are I guarantee you they're watching the game. They won't even know if we're doing commercials for them because they're watching the game. Hopefully they're on the watch along, but I'm pretty sure they're in the stadium.
Yeah,
So,
Alan's here. I don't know if Josh is, but
and they're more likely, yeah. So they're in the stadium watching the game. So while you were in this long commercial break, for ESPN, go ahead and go to mybls.com, order one of the tests. Order it for your kid, your children, people that order it for yourself, and find out, of the 295 different items out there, what you may have an intolerance to. So check them out when you get the chance.
I'm going to share a pretty cool picture on the screen that Aaron Murray just tweeted out. He's on the sidelines of this game, but it's Aaron Murray and DJ Shockley and David Green and Stetson Bennett all together on the sidelines. That's a ton of wins from some Georgia quarterbacks over the last 20 years.
It would be interesting to figure out how many wins they had together, how many titles.
All right, fine. If
you got nothing better to do.
I mean,
it's not like you're providing anything to the broadcast.
That's fair. I can tell you it's 2 national titles.
Yeah, ooh.
I can count that high.
All right, how many SEC titles?
Well, Green had 1 and Shockley had 1. Murray didn't have any, right?
SEC East one, though.
Came darn close.
Yeah.
Would have had a natty in 12. Good to see Stetson Bennett back around.
Yeah, I got to talk to him on Friday. He seems to be in a pretty good place, and so they're working out, and gonna be good.
Rams need them.
Probably be another next year, probably.
Yeah. John says, "Oh, Mrs. Line is holding stronger than Aunt Mary's breath, Coach."
Right. This could be quarterback keep again.
Yep.
It's gonna be 3rd and goal.
We didn't know their place.
You been stealing signs?
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know if you know or not, but Connor Stallion stayed up at my house last week. If you could get him hold him right here, I think he would kick a field goal if it's 4 or 5 yards, but if it's 2, he won't.
I mean, they scored from 15 yards out by just handing it to Judkins. Georgia's late getting their
no, we got time to do it, though. We did that on purpose. Okay. They're going to fake up in there and halfback pass.
This pitch. Oh.
Another toss, and he scores.
Holding?
Flag.
We might have had 12 guys, too. Please be holding. I had that one.
Yeah, you nailed that.
Still couldn't stop.
Yeah, about to say, still couldn't stop him with 12.
Damon Wilson getting the earful.
I mean, this the way they walking in on us. Yeah. Just we're ferocious defense usually, but I mean, this looks. God, watch this. There's nobody there.
Nobody.
Lane with a fist pump.
Yeah. Drove the field again.
Samuel says we're going to have to outscore them. Looks that way.
Yep.
But
I
like what I've seen from Carson Beck so far.
You're going to need everything he's got. I'm with Coach. Got to be a turnover in here somewhere.
Just hope it's not you.
Yeah. So you got 3 drives for Ole Miss. Georgia's getting its 3rd drive after this commercial break. Hey, folks, also, real quick, it's about to end. This is not one of our normal sponsors, but I do want to mention them during this commercial break. Our friends at Dead Soxy, they're running a promo that ends tonight. It's 40% off of all their fantastic socks. They have the red and black ones. They have the business ones. They have the athletic ones, the no-shows. The only reason I mention it is because 40% off is the best that they're going to do. They've never done more than 40% off. That sale is on. It's been on all week. If you don't follow me on Twitter, you may not have seen it. But go ahead and jump on that deal right now. Use promo code UGASports, all one word. Use promo code UGASports. You can go ahead and get it. I mean, do your shopping right now. They come in a fantastic box. They look good. And when you these are stuff that you could give to somebody. We're in the holidays period right now. It's November. You know you're going to need gifts. Go ahead and get the Bulldog fan or the Tennessee fan or the Alabama fan or whoever some fantastic socks. They don't fall down. They have the True Stay technology, and they're super comfy. I guarantee you'll love them. Check out deadsoxy.com, DEADSOXY.
Through a quarter and 45 seconds, Ole Miss has 10 first downs, 185 yards. Time of possession comparison, Ole Miss 11:20 to Georgia's 4:24.
Well, the one thing we got the extra, we get the kickoff in the second half if we can just keep scoring.
Jackson Dart 7 out of 11 for 105 yards passing. Carson Beck's 4 out of 5 for 95 yards and the touchdown. Quinshon Judkins 11 carries for 42 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dejan Edwards 4 carries for 40 yards and a touchdown.
Judkins is making a case for SEC Player of the Week. He's also got 2 catches.
Be hard to beat Schrader this week.
Yeah, that's true.
Georgia's averaging 10 yards a rush right now. No.
Small
Sample.
The thing that worries me is just the complete lack of run support that we have at this point. Like you've seen about 4 plays where nobody's even there. They ran the quarterback keep, nobody there on the touchdown.
Yeah.
There's nobody in the C gap. I mean, and that happens when you're missing your top linebacker. I mean, these young guys, you see Kirby getting on one of the younger backers, but maybe he'll kick this one short and we can take it back, but he didn't.
Yeah. That's the thing. You go over to the coach and he's telling you, hey, in this situation, that situation, but when he walks back on the field, he's seeing something new. There it is.
Sure, Stetson Bennett got a big roar in there.
Yep.
What a career he had.
Guess they're gonna have Coach Rick get honored today too, right?
Yes, sir. They in the first or one of the timeouts during the first quarter.
Could be play action here.
McConkey in motion,
faking up inside and throwing it. Seven. Let's go fast.
Yeah.
Good run, Milton.
So they've gotten 8, 9, and 7 yards on their first 3 drives.
Still got
handoff on the first
still got
time.
Mims in.
Coach, knowing Ole Miss plays with tempo and goes fast, would that ever affect what you do on offense in terms of tempo?
I think you use a little bit of it, but just to see if you can get them misaligned, which we're doing here, and then we'll probably change the play. He walked to the line here. Watch him go up to the line and change it. But
back to Milton, first down.
Oh, he almost went a really long way running behind Big Ernest Green.
Who we got at 77 tonight?
Interesting. I haven't seen it.
Ernest Green is.
Pretty sure it's not Cedric Van Pram. I want to check. It
is a Green, right?
It's the right guard.
Green 71.
Oh, it could be Micah Morris. McConkey.
These referees are in the way. It's twice.
It is Micah Morris with 77.
Yeah.
I don't blame him for running back like that. He's trying to make a move, but they are really aware of Bowers. Watch this. Takes 2 guys over with him.
They're saying on the broadcast the same thing. There's so many eyes on 19 in red.
Is that what they said?
Yes, sir. Well, just hand it to him.
Arian Smith in the game now.
Mims looking light on his feet, Coach.
Yeah, he's the player.
Have
I
we
just
seen
like to get this crowd jacked up and throw one of ours.
Have we seen Ra get back out there? Yeah, there he is. Okay. I was just making sure he wasn't injured.
You got to watch this. Arian Smith might go deep on this guy. I swear to goodness, he's right
due.
through the slot here.
Especially with Bowers.
Just catch the ball, Arian, if he throws it to you.
Going to Bowers.
Oh,
Say the ankle's fine.
Fairly good athlete.
Whoop.
Hard catch. I mean, come on. How can you make a move like that with a bad foot?
I just tweeted out Brock Bowers on a bad ankle just broke somebody else's.
Going deep. Underthrown. McConkey got it anyway.
Get it in there.
That's called a running back special. He's like, I'll see if I can get one of these other guys. Whoa, stop and go. Nasty.
Got a few weapons here. He used 84 and 19 the last two plays.
Mm-hmm.
Good smile. Happy birthday.
41 yards.
That's at the 2-inch line.
Oh, yeah, he's. Give it to him again.
Ike Bobo, good job tonight.
Stick with him. Let him get two scores. Oh, look at that bunch to the right, Coach. Split zone. Touchdown.
Thought Carson was going to walk it in. He could have. All right.
I mean, our defense isn't real good, but I can tell you theirs is.
Go ahead, finish it.
Whew. You going lower than well manure?
I don't know.
Look at those two tight ends just pushing everybody.
I was happy that look at Mims in there.
I was about to say,
Mims, Bowers.
Delp, they just shove everybody inside. And he actually ran right into that. If he'd gone to the outside, he'd still be untouched.
You always tell them to just half yard, just don't get fancy north and south.
Yeah.
Perfect on the PAT.
I'm just worried about one thing up front on offense. Mike Bobo might get laryngitis up there. Carson, you just underthrew him a little, buddy, but you still hit it. I'd rather do that than overthrow him.
Absolutely.
How about that double move?
That was sick. Again, if you can
Now,
stop.
let me just say one thing here because just because I always getting on Radi's ass, but he showed me his deal when he came in here. You did say it was nice to have both of them in the lineup at the same time, right?
Yes, sir. Just because of what it would do to the defense and then make the other guys more available.
Right. Well, you saw on that drive right there, the first play, they widened with Brock, and he threw the ball over the middle for 6-yard gain. Then he put Brock in motion, and he hit him in the flat. And then he faked up in there, and Brock went down the middle and kept the safety, and he did a double move on the corner. But the best part about it was the way they shifted to get the defense, the different guy on McConkey there. And we still got Arian Smith running down there with blinker lights on him.
Yeah.
This is going to be a shame if we lose to these guys because our offense is really something. But I don't know how we're going to stop them if they don't get penalties and turnovers because they're doing the same thing to us.
395 yards of offense between both teams so far.
Is that all?
That's it.
What's the over on this game? 60?
I think it's like 58.
First half? I just appreciate the tactical ploy of both offensive coaches, the way they've attacked these teams. Fundamentally, though, we've been in position to make some plays and haven't. and they're just going to work on they're going to do two things here. They're going to run keep running him, Judkins, and then let the quarterback keep it occasionally, and then they're going to throw one-man routes away from Kamari Lassiter. That's going to be the way they're going to play the rest of the game.
Is there any way to take that away from them?
Well, we got to play some cover 2 where it's not all man over there.
Yeah. But then the run gets better.
Yeah. It's going to be a guessing game, but
yeah,
it's like the one time you got the one stop. I mean,
yeah,
if we could get one more stop and get up 14 and then have the ball again, I mean, I don't know. It's just we can't look at it like that. But congratulations, Coach Rick.
He's a quality human being.
Georgia tends to hire head coaches who are.
Well, they had one guy that kind of messed up. Talking about Wally Butts, man. Come on.
Shout out to North Oconee High School winning their first round playoff game today.
Coach Rick and me, though, they did honor him. They didn't honor me when I got in the Hall of Fame at Georgia, but I guess they figured I was from
we got a plaque over here, National Football Foundation.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I'm saying I never got.
Oh no, I'm saying
I never got it introduced at halftime quarter.
Always call you the.
But I think I've been pretty loyal to Georgia.
You have.
Kick is
maybe we can get the crowd down there and get a penalty on their ass. And there's old Charlie White's Jr. up there.
I almost can't watch.
Richard says, Coach, how did Bama hold these guys to 10 points?
They made some good stops and then a couple of turnovers.
They also had some guys out, too.
Yeah.
They weren't nearly as healthy as they are right now.
There we go.
Got him there.
Oh, ball's out.
Stackhouse.
This is something they don't do good as pass pro.
Yeah.
CJ Allen coming in there too.
And look at that hold on Zion Logue.
Been too lucky to get a fumble recovery.
Yeah.
Play zone. You can't screen to Judkins when he's not in there.
2nd and 20. They're going to snap this. 4, 3, 2. Just got it off.
Oh, big tackle by Tramel Walther.
3rd and 21.
Can I walk out?
That's a big side, Coach.
Can I walk out for this play?
Yeah.
I think they can.
That's my second. I can't watch.
We're going to play man under, and the quarterback's going to run.
20 yards is a long way to run.
Just make them punt once.
See,
we got a 3-man rush.
Who they got at nose?
Oh, that's a give up.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh boy, Wilson.
Lane, not aggressive anymore.
Who's that? 35?
The one that got an earful a minute ago. Comes right back, makes the play.
3 lost yardage plays, man. Let's get a punt return here and put their ass to sleep.
Who was it? Just ask how Bama held them to points. Stuff like that.
I was wondering who was.
We got a chance.
Who's the nose on that play?
Boop.
Oh no! Don't be roughing the kicker.
There is a flag.
God almighty! If that's 5 yards, maybe if it's 15.
Oof.
Oh, he's outside the tackle box.
So don't do the rugby kicking is what.
Excuse me for yelling. I'm pretty much into this one.
Well, with all the folks that are giving us the super chats, we were able to buy new headsets. So when you yell, it doesn't go out as much. The old mics weren't as good as the new ones, so you can yell.
Sorry, but
if you had a good producer, I could write down the audio.
I just like to see.
You would think.
Take advantage of this field position here now.
You back there still adding up wins, aren't you?
It's going to take a couple, two, 3 more quarters.
All right,
My master's is in journalism. All right.
took Amarius out.
Yeah.
We've been averaging like 8 yards on first down with the runs. Let's see if it's a pass or run.
I did get an A- in statistics over the summer, though.
I think I got a B in statistics, so I didn't.
Mountain Man says, I love your enthusiasm, coach.
Yeah.
You still got it.
So now everyone's expecting a run. Look at all those guys crowding the line. Who's that guy?
He wasn't supposed to play. I mean,
Yeah.
he's getting $32 million.
That was cold-blooded.
I mean, you showed me that. I didn't know.
19 yards for 19.
Halfway through the
I
second
thought
quarter.
84. He might have 84 yards.
Only guy hadn't caught a pass is Lovett. Let's go run to the left here.
Go to Marcus Roseby Jackson, one-on-one.
Oh, come on,
Oh.
Georgia. That's the only bull penalty we've had in a long time.
Super chat from Jesse Fortson simply says, yell all you want to, coach.
Right.
Folks, I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm begging for money, but when those super chats, we do use those for the show. So it's not like we go out and buy more beer.
That's
Yingling's-
because we get that for free.
I was about to say Yingling's taking care of us.
Don't get greedy here.
It's no mistake we have a beer company and a bourbon company. That's
Got the
UGASports
screen out here.
sponsors.
How if we can just go like Traeger or somebody?
I hate to see that penalty.
Yeah, takes you out of your rhythm. See, but the fans, and I was this way for 30 odd years until you started showing me.
Well, we got Radley got his dang ankle hurt.
He looks a little skimpy.
Richard says Roddy's just going to go buy another pie. That's fair.
Yes.
Jonathan asks, what's the status with Aaron Smith? Haven't seen him get many targets. He played in this game.
Yeah, he hadn't getting the targets, but he's playing. Could hit Bowers there.
They were acting like they were light Georgia up.
Attaboy.
They did.
Stutter. First down.
That
You
was,
see that little, I mean, Carson Beck, give me your badge, Buford. He knew as man coverage, there's nobody on the back. He let our line get set, and he just let him go out there. God, that's good playing, good coaching. I mean, take what they give you, man. Go on and throw it to Bowers for 6 on a crossing route.
Shout out Norman Park.
Hey,
Georgia.
this is a funky play right here. It's
Yeah,
going
what-
to get reverse and go hit Bowers on the cross flat.
no, he's got.
You see that?
I did. You're right.
I mean, that was good, though. We were going to look. Dylan Bell handed it to, but they covered Bowers.
Yeah.
I saw enough of it that I missed who. I didn't know we were going to let Beck keep it, but I got to bear down
To
How
elaborate
did
on
you see that happening before it did?
because the way he was offset.
Okay.
Beck was not behind center. He snapped it to Dylan Bell. You saw that.
No, actually.
He's going to hit Delpire as a decoy.
2nd and 3.
Oh, good tackle.
Spinning for maybe half a yard.
First penetration we've had tonight. It's okay.
That was a good win on second short.
First third down tonight.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I said earlier. Remember, like in that first drive, they didn't have a third down. I didn't realize it had been this long. Good Lord.
Put Kendall Milton in here and wham that thing.
Oh, there he is.
He's in there. Ole Miss.
They're off sides.
They
Yeah,
are.
call it.
Snap the ball.
First down.
Kendall Milton and wham it.
Should have been offsides. Wasn't called.
He's got the avocado mouthpiece. He gets that from California. He gets to suck on those avocados and gets a little. See the green there?
Yeah.
Got him from California. Brock Bowers from California.
I mean, take your time and don't give him another possession here.
2 tight ends left. They're shifting to the right.
Oh, they got numbers to the right, Coach. Oh, never mind.
There goes Bowers. There goes McConkey.
McConkey, follow your blocks.
He tried to.
he's about to cut inside first. Like they're blocking downfield.
Right here, I just don't want to score too fast. Very good by Bowers there. Our first down production has been really good.
2nd and 5.
Milton off tackle.
Right or left?
I got to see where it is.
Okay. I'm gonna have to start pressing you.
Right tackle.
Right tackle. I see it. There's Milton off to right tackle.
Good job.
God. You know how humbling it is to watch a game with you?
I'm not trying to humble you, man. I'm just trying to get this game over and get my ass on to bed. I hate these night games.
Coach is rocking the fastball tonight.
I mean, you're calling all this stuff.
I like this drive because we got the ball again.
Yeah.
And Avocado's getting him juice, man.
That middle 8.
Well, here's the problem. We got it on the 7.
Yeah, that's a tough spot.
Back to Milton.
Going in there.
Back
Big
to
Daddy!
Milton.
It is.
Yes, sir.
That's running. Power running.
What was
I said yes.
Read that what you said.
I said getting Brock would be big, but then if you get him and Ladd McConkey on the same side, and then some power running by big Kendall Milton, and some slippery scattering by Dayne Edwards, which we've seen already with his scores. That's a nasty 1-2 punch.
We just scored too quick, maybe.
You were so negative, Coach.
I mean, seriously, man.
Could you have some faith in this team for once?
No, I mean, I would have liked for him not to have another possession, but we could maybe get a turnover here and jump on them. I tell you, offense answered the bell there. I mean, these guys don't like.
What's being reviewed?
Bobo.
They think he might not have been in the end zone when he dove.
Well, he only dragged 3 guys with him. You're not turning. No, he's in. Get out of here.
In there easy.
Yeah.
Have his bodies in there. The entire football crosses the line.
He's airborne.
Wasting our time here.
Damn it, Bobo.
Halfway through the second quarter, Oklahoma 31, West Virginia 7.
Oh, you got it.
There's a beautiful angle.
Cannot overturn this.
He's having fun.
He is. And remember, that's a guy that's been beat up a lot. How many games did he miss? You know, this is like the first time you're kind of feeling that everybody's healthy.
So what? Bowers had 3 catches so far? Or 4? 3?
2 for 26.
Touchdown Dogs.
You just had 2?
That's what it shows.
Mm.
Carson Beck's 10 of 11, 187 yards and a touchdown. McConkey with 4 catches, Ra with 2, Brock with 2, Dayne and Kendall Milton both with 1.
Impressive offense.
Yeah.
Boom.
So Kirk Herbstreit, which I know is a good friend of yours, just said not to judge Georgia by what they did in the first half of the season, but by where they are right now.
Yeah.
Now that they're healthy.
Yeah.
You let him read my column, didn't you?
Oh,
no, he's right. When he and Fowler get to go and meet with the coaches, you could tell the coaches were like, look, we're getting Brock Bowers back. Oh, I see you. I see you. Just texting with him earlier. I get it.
I mean, earlier during the damn game.
I meant earlier in the game. Excuse me.
He's good about listening.
Yeah.
Try to help him, but he knows what he's doing.
I like that he comes on our show with some frequency.
Tell you what, this time of year, he's flying around everywhere.
Wow. Hell, I made the list. That's awesome. But I'm not talking about football X's and O's with you. I know my place.
Oh, you way ahead of me with some of the things you put out. I'm telling you that.
Let's give some flowers to Mike Bobo for how this team came out in this game. Good Lord.
4 drives, 4 touchdowns. That's some, and the mixing it up. Georgia's thrown for 187 and rushed for 90. Are you folks? If y'all could see who Coach talks to, you would.
I'm just letting you know these guys know what they're doing, man.
Yes.
And
So 3 rushing touchdowns. That's pretty lights out. McConkey already with 81 yards. I'm impressed.
only thing that hadn't happened so far is Lovett hadn't gotten anything, but everybody else. I wonder.
Got to throw one to Smith, so I'll go like 10 for 10 on my column. Folks, real quick, when we started the show, you saw a commercial for getyourfreewifi.com. I'll talk about them more here in a bit, but while you're waiting through all these ESPN commercials, open up another tab on your phone and check out getyourfreewifi.com. Because if you get like a Pell Grant or a reduced lunch, or you're with the VA assistance, it's very likely that you can get a free phone or a good tablet for just a couple bucks, and it will have free text, free calling, and free data on it. So check out getyourfreewifi.com to see if you qualify. About 70% of the population does. We'll talk about it more here in a bit.
Yeah, I think Pete Golding's running out of answers already for what to do with this Ole Miss defense.
So it's the same thing. I mean, it's like my concern was, how does Georgia stop the Ole Miss juggernaut? I actually used the word juggernaut. It is a juggernaut, and they're getting better, and they've gotten better as they've gotten healthy. But how do you stop the Georgia juggernaut? This is a nasty offense.
Long game to go.
Get the tackle here.
Yeah, that's big.
Nice.
Start him on the 9.
Roddy, Jonathan Eason.
What's the penalty?
I don't know.
I hope we weren't offsides.
Jonathan Eason says Connor Stallions has a free Wi-Fi tablet at all stadiums.
I bet he does. He probably lied about his qualifications and got one. Half the
Put
distance.
him back to the 5. Get a safety here. We got 3 timeouts too.
Oh, pick 6, coach. Get greedy. What is the deal with Kirk's dog?
Well,
Kirk travels everywhere right now. He's
Yeah.
never home. Guess the dog's on the road.
It's a great dog. I mean,
he took him to the pro game the other night too.
I've seen him everywhere all of a sudden, and I'm like, is there something special going on with the dog, or is just a guy traveling? Folks, when you watch UGA Sports Live on Tuesday, when you read a column that I do, you read anything that comes out of UGA Sports that I've edited or anything that I'm involved with, there's a dog on my feet. Her name's Dancer. She sits with me. She travels with me. We pretty much go everywhere together.
Go to Jacksonville?
No, she stayed with Rachel, because Rachel's like, leave me the dog. So, yeah, I knew better that if I'm going to leave my wife for the weekend, I better leave the dog behind her. But she has gone with me to Jacksonville before. Point is,
next time I go to Vegas, I want the dog to come too.
Dude, she'd come.
Yeah.
I'll claim one of those emotional support animal tags. But it's funny. She sits with me, sits on my feet when I'm editing, or if I work on the couch, she sits beside me. So I love the fact that he's taking his dog with him, because I wish I could do that. I have Dancer right here beside me the whole time.
Holly says that his dog just wanted to come get an autograph from Uga.
I love that. I love it. But I just wonder if there's like something special going on, because all of a sudden it's like Juice blew up.
Ole Miss is
Lane Kiffin's dog. All of a sudden, like, everybody's talking about Juice. I'm like, what?
They didn't let Juice make the trip.
Well, I can tell you what I was taught in J school, which is when you get a chance to put dogs or kids on TV, you do it, because people are glued into that.
Or hot girls. That's what we were taught back in the 90s.
They revised it a little bit.
The thing you always worry about when you got a team backed up like this, they're going to be on their 5-yard line, is you're so worried about getting them off the field that you give up a big play. I mean, this is where if I'm Lane, I run a double move. I try anything to try to get the ball, go for broke here because you're really down because Georgia gets the ball first again. Usually you just say make one first down, and so you don't have to punt out of your end zone. But I can see him going deep. And I mean, at this point, how many passes has he just caught one? Trey
Harris, 1 catch, 6 yards.
Amazing.
Judkins has 2 catches. Just saying that's
midway to the second quarter, we've played really good. We got to do is 3 and out.
Brian Harmon was just honored in the stadium, winner of the Open Championship, member of the Dog Vent.
We have a bunch of professional golfers, folks, who are members of the Dog Vent.
Good.
That week, I went to see when the last time that he had, you can, from our status, see the last time that members had been active. It was like right before the 3rd round of the Open. He's got the lead. He's checking the Dog Vent.
No. Well, we have it. Just 1 second here so we don't forget. We mentioned a couple weeks ago about Marilyn Farmer being one of our biggest supporters and the Farmer family. And unfortunately, she passed away on Friday. And I just want to dedicate this game and this last watch-along show that she would have got to see. She got the one last week. So Marilyn Farmer, big supporter of ours.
Sending love to their family.
And Roddy wrote a nice tribute to her on his. I thought that was great.
That's an amazing woman to tune in to watch us every week. And shout out to the whole Farmer family. Without them, we wouldn't have this show. Get out. There's that first down you're talking about, Coach.
Coach, knowing that Georgia gets the ball to start the second half, do you think Ole Miss is kind of fine to leave this score as it is?
No, they're going to try to score. You watch them. They're running hurry up.
Yeah, they're trying to get down there.
They're going to throw a screen out here. Now they're not.
Yeah, he's throwing. Through to Judkins again. Tackled him in bounds.
That guy's jacked up.
Lasser's insane.
Guarantee Kirby won't call timeout after this play. He wants to get his ass in there 28-14.
Yeah.
See a tip ball or a fumble or quarterback draw here.
They're using up a lot of clock now. It looks like they changed their mind.
Double move.
Oh,
yeah, Bull. You are. Bull sucked a man like a Hoover vacuum cleaner.
He was probably in the middle of the field before that ball was snapped. It's like, I'm not going over there.
I thought we were playing cover 2 man. We're playing 2 zone. Hey, this could be Elwin Sayupuez.
Yeah, he was in the middle of the field. He was nowhere close. Look at that air by Glenn Schumann. We don't give Bullard enough credit for having good hands.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gave him some credit for the game. He thought he'd have a big part in this game, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm just saying that.
What'd you say?
There are a lot of guys that don't have that. I mentioned he would eat tonight. It's a perfect game for him. A lot of guys, they go up to make catches like that, and they just don't. He's got soft hands.
Bowers over the middle. Get out of bounds.
Get out of bounds.
We don't want 3 here. We want 7. Good poise by you, Beck. Huge turnover. Kirby was thinking on Lane on that double move that he's going to run by that guy. And just got Mims back in there, Fairchild.
I mean, think about you're playing 7 offensive linemen. The way they're moving.
Nobody on.
Oh, that's Yeah, but I say that's
Yeah,
got to be a block in the back holding something
Yeah.
on Roseme.
Said he tackled him.
Yeah.
He went down too easy. This will be sad if we don't get some points out of it.
I mean, to be fair, Marcus did tackle the guy. That's a.
Well, I'm just saying though. I mean,
No, I'm with you. I was just talking about the penalty itself. I mean,
good block by Bowers.
he's looking up and like, what?
I get McConkey over the middle. One good thing about it, we got 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
Be ready to go in case the clock starts.
Yep.
Second down.
Yeah. It was the first little run that they had. Where
He's
he ran
going
out
to
of
fake
bounds.
it to him. He's going to fake it to him.
Tunnel screen. Oh, you were talking about Lovett. That didn't work very far.
Got to be quicker than that. Timeout, Kirby.
He's shuffling his feet instead of just taking off.
Timeout.
They just called timeout. But clock's still running.
I guess he's
Yeah.
worried about just getting a field goal here.
Yeah. I don't know why he's
Got 3 of them.
I'll say you got a long way to go to get to get a field goal. That's because they were going to do that. Didn't you know it?
Now I call timeout.
He's like, hey, can we call timeout here?
Not good.
No.
They were looking at if they didn't make it, they would punt, I guess. But we got one more shot here. Good catch.
Yep. Ball's a little. He basically fell down.
This 3 here is going to be huge.
You got one shot at the end zone.
It looked like he needs some dead socksy.
Yeah.
Look at those socks of his.
He's probably wearing the Dead Soxy no shows.
Well, that might be those, but those if they're regular socks, they're not standing up very good.
Nah, he's got some no shows.
Whatever
like
he's wearing, I like him though. He's been kicking the dog out of it.
Yeah. Although, when he was warming up, he wasn't kicking good. Had somebody in the stadium tell me.
Oh, that was just throw some bait out.
Yes, I can see that too.
McConkey, Bowers. I take a shot at rah in the end zone. We're gonna come out and try to get them where they don't know what we're in. Come out fast.
How about you don't have enough time for one
You
of
got
those sail
Dylan
outs.
Bell. Dylan Bell on the shot.
Post route?
Deep out.
I was going to say sail out.
Is that picked?
God,
Yeah.
never throw the ball over in the middle when you're trying to stop the clock.
It bounces
wow.
up. Good
Great.
snag.
That is a good catch. I give him credit
Strong
for that.
hands.
Big 3 we missed there.
Come on, love it.
I don't know why.
And I hate calling that interception when it hits somebody else when on tip ball.
You would have loved to go to. Hope that 3 didn't come back to haunt us. It's the inside run.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the first half. Georgia with a 28-14
We could have used
lead.
the timeouts, I think.
Yeah.
Would have helped us where we wouldn't been having one more, but that's okay. Pretty good half.
We'll see if we get a coach interview here. We take a break at halftime as well. We'll do that in just a moment. Usually we hear coach.
Bad back.
Yeah.
All right.
So anyway, folks, what we're gonna do is we'll take a quick we'll take a break here. We're not turning off. Don't turn off your tabs. Don't close down the YouTube or Facebook watch alongs. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the halftime stats on the screen. We're gonna take a quick break here. I got to get another couple flights opened up. Bathroom break for us. Probably have a snack or something. That way we can be here to talk you through the second half. Maybe get some coffee into us. Do a little stretching, but we'll be back here in just a minute and join you for the second half. Take care.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
Everybody, welcome back to the Georgia Watch Along Show. My name is Radi Nabulsi. I'm joined by Jim Donnan and Dayne Young. Coach, I don't quite understand that last possession, but prior to that, Georgia was 4-4 for 4 touchdowns, 4 drives, 4 TDs. Looking good in the first half. They could do the second thing, do something similar in the second half, but that is hard to do.
Yeah, I mean, you can't keep not punting. You know, it makes 2 straight halves we hadn't punted. We didn't punt against last week against Missouri second half. Fell down on the ball at the end of the game. But, you know, I can see where Kirby was looking at 3rd and long, and if we didn't make it with the timeout, we would have to give them the ball. But
Gotcha.
At the same time, the penalty hurts you right there. You just can't get a penalty into the half. But realistically, you just can't expect our defense to go 3 and out like we have the last couple of times because these guys are so explosive. But we're getting a little better beat on them and maybe playing some more zone instead of letting them attack our corner away from Lassiter. So, but I would say overall you can't play much better than we did offensively, and hopefully we can keep it up. But it's hard to keep executing on that level. We only had 1 ball hit the ground. When you look at the interception, and we had missed 1 pass, right? Is that it?
Yeah, Beck was 13 of 15, so there's the 1 incompletion and 1 interception. You're right.
And protection's been great. Good to see Mims back in there. Bowers gives you such a threat. With him and 84 on the same side, McConkey, hard to play zone against that. It's just need a little breathing room here. These guys are scary a little bit, but can't say enough about the way our kids responded. A little adversity there. You know, we got down early, came back, and then got tied up 14-14 and had 14 unanswered. So see how we start the second half, and just want to say how much we appreciate Athens Ford too. I mean, when you look at all the things that they've done for this program, watch along program, and for our podcast over the years, just been unbelievable. And what they got new out there, Roddy?
Well, they have, of course, they have the EVs, but they also have, there are over 700 vehicles on the lot at Athens Ford right now. So if you're thinking, hey, I just want to go look at some stuff, well, you can go out there, poke around, you know, and it's very simple. You don't get harassed. You don't have like 5 salivating salesmen, you know, follow you around from car to car trying to put you in something. They're like, hey, want to go look, go nuts. Of course, you can also look online, and all the cars, if you check them out online, you'll see like, oh, that's a neat looking car. And it's not like they're trying to hide something. They'll have tons of views of it. You can spin around 360. It's all kind of neat stuff like that. So check out athensford.com, see all their vehicles, and get one with a lifetime powertrain warranty on it. You know what's going on their screen there?
You might put it back on 206. $206. Just want to make sure you knew which one.
All right, snap, fake. Oh,
man, got to take the short throw there, Mike.
Yep.
I mean, Beck. These guys are going to go for the ball here.
Yeah. So
I don't know what we were doing there.
Second and 10.
Don't stop yourself.
Yeah. Dylan Bell in motion. Oh, a little horse collar there.
Set up a 3rd and 5.
Good run.
Did it look like a horse collar to you?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a big 3rd and 5.
Rose meets at the sideline. We've got Dylan Bell, Rah-Rah's in the game.
Focusing on Mike Bobo there.
Going empty here. Got 84-19 on the same side. One of these guys is going to be open.
Well, trips to the right. Oh, my goodness.
They went quick to Dylan Bell.
There's a great example of stopping yourself.
Yeah.
First play, the receiver wasn't in tune. The third play, he didn't get his head around. Threw it way too fast. Really worried about that after that. It's a good throw. You just got to let him get open.
Brett Thorson on the field. First punt of the night for Georgia.
Going to fake it, Kirby.
.28-yard line for Ole Miss.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Not a great series by the Dogs there. 3 and out. So during the break, folks, we were talking with Coach about that last possession, and the reason I kind of mentioned when we came back is that was a chance for Georgia to go up 3 scores, and then if they go up here, if they convert this one, now it's 4 scores, but you don't get that possession, and then now all of a sudden
you got to feel like you got to feel like
it gives
Ole
them
Miss here. You got a lot of juice, man.
Yeah, like hey, we got to stop them. We got them 3 and out. We're only down 2 scores. Let's go get one.
About 4 yards on first down.
That's why, small things like that, you're like, well, it's only 3 points or possible 3 points. No, it can change the whole outcome of a game. It can mean a lot. So,
well, you start playing tight too when you make a couple mistakes. But throw the screen, get him down.
That's big, CJ Allen.
Both inside linebackers in the backfield.
She would love sending those guys in the A gap, doesn't he? Shot both A gaps.
He had to make a selection and chose neither.
Don't let him scramble.
He's looking to throw.
Good job, Everett. Trail technique by Tyke Smith. Hey, where are these offenses here?
I'm thinking, though, if he'd caught that ball, Malachi Starks was coming, Coach. He was going to murder somebody.
We're due to return a punt. Let's get something going good now. I got a little scared there, and let's get rolling. I'd like to see a run on first down. They go fake it. Son of a bitch.
First down, Ole Miss. Wow.
Excuse my language.
Oh, flag.
Lane's about to go off on somebody.
He's pointing towards the defense, though.
I don't even know what the flag
might be a sideline thing.
All right. So unnecessary roughness, but first down.
Can you believe it? They take the punt on us on 15 yards.
Everybody's got their back to it. Nobody even sees it. Oh, that's why he's holding by his face mask. He could have made a tackle if you hadn't been holding by the face mask. That's garbage. That is garbage.
Well, you're still on the 35-yard line. Great coaching on their special teams, though. We had a fold off.
Gain of about 2.
Every time you feel good, something like that happens. Watch this inside receiver right here. Got man coverage on. Now we're switching back to zone. Playing a little too deep, CJ. He's spying the quarterback, I guess.
Yeah. He moves up to.
It's a way to hit him. All right.
Christian Miller in there.
There you go, 52.
Watch for Jalen Walker off the edge.
Throw the ball to the right-hand side here on the comeback route.
Oh,
He went out of bounds and then came back in.
Uh,
All right.
see,
Way to
that-
answer it.
Would he fake it again?
I'm still thinking that holding a guy by his face mask to keep him from getting outside to make the tackle should be more than just an unsportsmanlike.
Yeah, well,
That should negate your first down because that influenced the outcome of the play.
I'd say we have a safe return on here.
Well, there's a flag.
Flag there. Would that be offsides?
Could be.
If it is, it'd be 4th and 3.
If we lined up offside here on the special team,
Might have been them offsides.
motion on them. Illegal procedure. Make him kick it again.
Yeah, that was a good kick. The more shots you can have at Mekhi Muse returning a punt, absolutely.
More than 4 players in the backfield.
Make him kick it again, Kirby.
And he does.
Smart. Kirby's smart. Might be the difference in a punt return here. One thing is you're not used to in cold weather, you hadn't played in cold weather, and you go in and it's hard to get going again, after a big warm up, and hopefully we'll do it. That's worth about 8 yards.
Yeah, well, I was just about to say, Coach, that's almost one of your first downs. You always talk about on special teams.
Right.
If you could change it, every 10 yards is a first down in your mathematics, your coaching math.
That was
There's girl math, boy math, and coaching math.
You've been on TikTok a lot lately.
Yes. Dude, I am a TikTok god.
So I hear.
Now, we do have 21,000 followers on TikTok. So if y'all want to follow us there, we had the video of the fans going absolutely berserk for Stetson Bennett when he was honored for winning the Bullsworth Trophy as the nation's top former walk-on player. He was honored at the stadium, and they went nuts. Our Catherine Skeen actually shot video of it, and we posted it to TikTok. Great thing to go check out if you want to see a cool video. We also tweeted it out, so if you follow us on Twitter, you can see it as well. Or if you follow us on Facebook, you can see it there. I wasn't done talking about our friends at Athens Ford. If you check out the Athens Ford site and you go by one, when you look at a car, especially say you're looking at a used car, you're like, I don't know what the condition of this thing is. You can read the description, you can read the mileage, you can read the price, but they will be pictures inside and outside of that thing. And then you can do the 360 where you just spin it around and look at it. If you want to check the doors, the wheels, I don't even know if they have ashtrays anymore, but you know what I'm saying? It's just anything on the inside, how it looks.
You can make one.
You can make one. But the idea is it's a fantastic way to shop for a vehicle in Athens Ford because when you're doing it, you can see this car backwards and forwards. Now, of course, if you're looking at a new one, you can order one on there. You can say, hey, I want this Raptor. I want this F-150. I want this Explorer. I want this color, this custom package on it. All that stuff. You can design one and they'll put an order in for you and they'll make it. Also, of course, also, if you want to sell your vehicle, you can go there, type in your VIN number, tell them the condition it's in, and they'll give you a quote. So check out Athens Ford when you get a chance. Fantastic site, fantastic friends. And they love the night games because they all get to go home and watch it. So I'm sure that Brian Clower, he's probably in the stadium, and most of his guys are. Oh, and it's about time for them to put up that giant Christmas tree. They do all the Christmas decorations, but it's all Georgia themed. So I always tell people, look, if you want a cool photo, your family photo, go out to Athens Ford and do a shot in front of that giant Georgia Christmas tree. It's badass. Okay. Sorry, just checking the notes here.
I'd like to see us get back to the running off tackle a little bit more. First down pass. But again, we've had 3 of our last 5 plays have been not great. We had the interception. We had the first down throw where the receiver wasn't with the quarterback, and a third down where we threw it too fast and he didn't get his head around. But you got to go to your money guys on third down. Like, you got to go to Bowers or McConkey. I mean, Bell's a good receiver, but he's not a possession type guy. He's down the field guy. And
here's the thing, Coach. I would counter with, well, everybody knows it's going to those guys, but that doesn't matter because they're still open. they're still. Everybody knows he's getting it, and it still goes to Bowers. It still works.
This is going off right tackle here.
Okay, little wedger there.
Reverse is even better. Block him.
It was too fast for his blockers.
Yeah.
Face mask, I think.
Little face mask there.
Get the ball to your horse and let him ride it. Secretariat. Or Philly. He's a Philly. Secretariat's 19. Don't call holding on us.
No flag for a face mask.
I don't think he grabbed it.
He didn't. Not like the one where number 9 for Ole Miss, Trey. I guess that was Trey Harris that did it.
That was a good job of faking there off one of your best runs. That's a tendency breaker. Usually when under center, we run the counter play. We fake the counter and ran reverse.
But you still had the blockers down there.
Delp in for Bowers. Coming off right tackle.
Roseme.
He's good, man, over the middle.
Hey, shout out for all the time he had. I mean, I know you got the numbers, but
you see Delp tapped him to let him know he had some help to the inside.
I did not. Good eye, Coach.
Well, he's got the outside, and you take the inside. That's why he tapped his butt like that. He just wasn't trying to get a little see if he was in shape or anything.
A jiggle test.
Come on, 19.
He's staying in the block. Now he goes out.
A little pocket management. It's a good game from Carson Beck.
All right.
Now, the funny thing is that big number 89, and he's patting him. They ran step for 10 yards, and he could hear him bearing down on him. Watch it. This pair. Here he comes. Boom, 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 boom. Carter's like, thanks for not killing me when I hit the ground. I get this first down.
Break it.
No.
That's it.
Good for Kendall
get a first down, and he does more so. Were you asking for a run there the whole time?
I don't know. I said we could run it anytime we want to. A good check. It's a way to answer it there. There's a little breathing room.
Yep. There's your 3 scores. That really changes the look of this game completely.
Watch Mims here. It's good footwork.
Look at Tate Ratledge, though. With the help on the inside, then he climbs and takes the second guy, shoves him out of there. That's a Tate Ratledge touchdown, too.
How far was that? 30 yards?
That was 33.
Kendall Milton starting to get back.
7 carries for 71 yards and 2 touchdowns. 4 rushing touchdowns for the Dogs.
Lovely.
Statement game offensively.
I thought Kendall Milton's doing what we knew he was capable of. That man is again
Powerful.
That's another guy that's healthy who wasn't. And we kind of mentioned him in the first half, but getting him back the last few weeks, this team just like Alabama, they're rounding into form. My only thing is this would be ideal if you could get Dumas Johnson back. It's like, and I know I don't know that he'd even be in as much as I'm worried about him not being out there, but.
Can Branson Robinson come back?
Yeah. Well, the funny thing, I saw him, one of the pictures when we did the video of Brock Bowers, kind of walking down the field. There's Branson Robinson walking normal, so.
Reporter Roddy's like,
I was like, and
it's not going to happen.
We did check on Monday. Monday or Tuesday, Coach Smart was asked about Branson. He's like, hey, he's on schedule. That, it was a bad injury. He's a little kind of ahead of schedule. So we're hoping, here's the thing, they're hoping he'll be ready for spring. This is one of those things that's going to be a lot longer than that, but no, he's hopefully be back for spring, which would be gigantic for Georgia because you're going to lose some running backs. You need him to be that guy next year. So if he could have a full spring, getting Branson Robinson would be fantastic.
Super chat from Amari Carmichael says helmet sticker to Kendall Milton. I'm glad to see him playing so great.
Appreciate it.
He says I was wrong, so maybe Amari has said some negative things about Kendall Milton in the past. It's fine. Fans can do what they want to.
Yeah, but realistically, when you have that many injuries, the tendency to think that, which is okay, but he just has some bad luck. I mean, hamstring and knee, what can you do about it,
No, and here's the thing, I respect anybody because I get stuff wrong all the time, but first thing I'll say is, hey, I was wrong.
Here's a good
thing. It only helps your credibility, and thank you for the super chat.
Here's a good thing about him is that he's such a good person, and you just see his interaction with the team. Team loves the way he works, and the one thing I will share with you about our guys, we got some good kids. I mean, we got some guys that really care about each other and they're enjoying this of everybody thinking they can't do it. They know the challenge, and still going to be hard to do it because like you see up there, but Kirby was a part of the one over there at Alabama too, wasn't he?
I forgot it was FSU that won that one.
Against Auburn.
That's right.
That was the crazy year at Jordan Hare where
okay.
That's kick 6 getting in Alabama's way.
Yeah, I'd forgotten that.
I play every one of those teams before I'd play Alabama myself.
Thank you.
I don't mind playing them either, but I mean, I just know what they're capable of. Good kick. Golden Gophers. Murray Warmath was the coach, I think.
Warmath?
Murray Warmath.
That's probably
W-A-R-M-A-T-H.
That's the greatest football name I've ever heard.
I'm telling you, just looking at these guys, I think Georgia could take them.
Shit, those guys are
maybe on the field, but off the field, those guys would kick you in the balls.
They would rip off your face.
Nice face mask.
Those some big dudes. Oh my goodness, Christian, you missed him. Hey,
holding. Another great run support by Bull.
Come on, coach. You know they don't call holding.
This game isn't over, but it'd be nice to get a turnover. Got a tackle.
They're going fast. Get back up, Ingram.
It's a way to break down on it.
Did he break down or did he fall down?
I'm talking about 93.
That's what I'm saying. He kind of
maybe he did. Maybe he fell down.
But he got up. How many times did you do up downs to tell those guys to get off
the
ground?
Put that guy in. Put 93 in right there.
That's a massive human being. How big do you think his neck is?
Just a 3-star
recruit. At least bigger than 18.
Yeah, I mean, 18's
3rd and 3.
Quarterback keep.
He's got to be like
this
21.
Is a quarterback keep in a New York minute.
Yeah. No.
Great job.
Wow.
What a tackle.
C.J. Allen.
Go for it, Lane. If he goes for it here, we got a good shot at stopping him.
Man, I like CJ Allen the way he plays.
He knows if he goes for it, the game's over if they don't make it. He and go fake up in there and then run the sweep. Oh, God. You went inside.
Flag.
Holding on them, hopefully.
Yeah, he's
Lane's gone to his coat.
See, that helmet wasn't in the way. There's your perfect gif. Him looking at the sky.
Illegal snap.
They weren't set.
Yeah.
You got to kick it, Lane.
Super chat from Milliart says apparently
Can't get caught inside here. You got to get leverage.
He double pumped. Look at the guy holding Michael Williams' pants.
He was holding his pants?
He was holding his pants. Got a good big shot of Michael's ass.
I'm feeling the punt return here. I don't know why. I just feel it.
bounce.
I don't feel it anymore.
Yeah.
Milliart Super Chat says apparently Kelly Kroll and Jen Latta are there. Yes, Jen Latta was there with Game Day. Kelly Kroll is with Bally's and covers the Braves. I know they're friends because they spoke to some Carmichael Sports Media students last year when Game Day was in town. So, yes, they would both be at this game. Milliart also asked, Coach, do you have a direct line to ESPN's camera crew and the producer? I guess they're wanting to see the formation a bit more.
Yeah, I'd like to. Bill Bunnell is a great producer. He's been there for a long time. He was even there when I was 19. He's been there. He used to do the games when Mike Gottfried and who was the play-by-play guy? Deep voice from Mississippi.
For my time, Coach. Oh, both guys missed on the counter, but he still turned it into 5 yards.
Just keep pounding it. We don't need to throw another pass here.
Ron Franklin is the
Lad McConkey's
hurt his ankle.
Ron Franklin's the name that came to my brain. Is that
That
right?
was it.
Cool.
McConkey hurt his ankle on a block. Just keep running behind that road grader, 65 and 69.
Edwards the back. Love it.
See, there was a great example of all the coverage over there on the other side, and he just came back weak, Roddy.
Yep. I was reading Lad McConkey's in the injury tent.
Hurt his ankle.
Yep.
Bigger than Dallas. We missed the next play here.
I want to point out, though, on a couple plays ago, they ran counter. Both guys missed their blocks. And
come on, deep to
still got 5.
Deep to 11 one time.
He's sprinting. Going underneath.
They don't even cover the backs. Those are decoys.
That's the flag here.
Please don't keep stopping yourself. You gonna block in the back on Bowers? They gonna call offensive pass interference or what?
It's like, what, really?
The pass was behind the line.
Coach, he'd make a good defensive tackle. Stack, pull.
I think that's a bad call.
I agree. Hey, they've only missed 3.
He was showing pass. He blocked and then. We need to score here.
First and 25. Great protection. Delp.
Hey, that's way to break a tackle.
Got an extra 5 yards out of that.
Manageable here now. Go fast on their ankles.
Did not think you were saying ankles.
I did not either.
Not going to let you go fast when you substitute.
Roseme in motion.
Safety blitz.
That means somebody's open.
And it's Lovett.
That's the way.
And get
Give him a
15,
pet.
get
Yeah.
15 for pushing him.
After the,
Coach and I are both trying to yell for the ref at the same time.
this is great protection, man.
Yeah. Kind of a hold there, too.
This is what we need to see, man. I mean, how many times can you hit him out of bounds?
Yeah, he hit him way out.
Put Milton back in there and pound it. You have to say both Rara and Love have stepped up tonight, except for that one tip pass. We can make a first down here, too. Right tackle, right tackle, or left tackle? Left tackle.
Left tackle. There's only one guy there. There it is. Left tackle.
Just keep pounding it.
Yep.
Keep clock. I think he sent a statement around the country tonight a little bit about offense. Look at that guy, 65. I mean, you got 65 and 69, look like twin towers. I like to see Bauer get a touchdown.
That place will go bonkers if he does.
You're going to throw it, fade.
I guess.
You got to beat the guy off the line, Rah. Right there. If you're inside I'm not going to say anything. You got to know that you can beat the guy if you're going to throw it on 2nd and 7.
Super chat from Christian says SEC championship will be a treat. Go Dogs.
You got to think right here. We're going to run the ball. We're going to run. We're going to fake it. I mean, fake them out. No, he's going to actually throw it, maybe.
He is going to throw it.
Got the ball inside the 10 and ain't throw it to Bowers yet. He's throwing a back shoulder on him. You got to get your head around. Good throw. Oh.
Yeah.
That's where McConkey would have helped us. Surely we're going to kick a field goal here.
Woodring is on the field. Made his last 13. 27-yard attempt inside the left hash.
Dude is
Money.
To Christian's comment about SEC championship, it's a bit of a harder lead up to it than previous couple seasons. At Tennessee's no fun, and Georgia Tech is playing better this year than they have the past 2 years.
What was the final score there? 48-21 or something?
For Georgia Tech?
Yeah.
Let me find that for you. Neither team's ranked, so I have to hit a different tab here. Clemson beat Georgia Tech 42-21.
Yeah, I missed that.
But how bad did Tennessee lose to Missouri?
35-6 or something like that? 36-6 or
They had 7.
all right.
I'm just saying their
Thanks, Roddy.
Their first drive, they zoomed down the field. They get 7 points. You're like, whoa, here it
It
comes.
wasn't their first drive. Their first drive, 3 and out.
Yeah, 3 and out.
36-7.
36. Their first successful drive. And then nothing. Nothing the rest of the way.
I'm just saying playing at Neyland's never a fun time.
No, you're right.
They won 13 straight there, boys.
Georgia
Here's the
had-
thing, though. As long as we take this offense on the trip, we'll be okay.
All right, so Lad McConkey's out of the injury tent. He's testing that right ankle. It's wrapped in tape.
I'm looking at the scoreboard and I'm saying, lad, take the night off, young man. You've done your job.
Old Brock, too.
I'm really surprised that Bowers has played so much.
Doesn't want to risk that first-round draft status.
On a wet field, too.
How tall you think the grass is going to be at Neyland next week?
47
I hope they get it
inches.
fixed. It's a terrible field.
Georgia's playing up there late. I'd tell you that's a rough stadium to play in. Great media room, though.
Yeah.
It's good. It should be fun putting the lights on there, and when the fourth quarter starts, Roddy. Yeah. Something Alabama started, or I just said, yeah, you jumped around on that pretty quick.
Yeah, call the dogs. Imitate Alabama. It's a running joke that Georgia put in lights and Alabama put in lights, but Georgia got to use theirs first, and all these Alabama folks are like, they're copying Alabama. Like, Alabama hasn't had a night game to do this yet. So Georgia did it first, and every time Alabama does their light show in the fourth quarter, I'll tease Alabama fans, go, hey, way to copy Georgia. They get furious. They lose their damn minds. It's so easy to troll them on that. Yeah, you can troll Georgia fans on a ton of stuff, but there's nothing like mentioning the light show that they copied from Georgia, and they'll freak. So, our buddy Reggie Chapman, 11 Live, he's at the actually LSU game. He hasn't been there since I think he was undergrad years, and he's watching them win.
Florida playing them close.
Yeah, but I don't think Reggie cares because he's holding up a giant daiquiri while he's in the stadium.
Oh.
That'd be great when Dooley Field has daiquiris in the stands.
Dack it to me.
Yeah. Speaking of, this is the last game that the press boxes will be located where it currently is, right in the middle there. They're going to move the press box down to the end zone, or the corner of the end zone. Put in some nice seats for all the big money people.
Whoa.
Short kick. Roseman making a tackle.
See, Roseman or another guy on defense. Who was the other guy?
Nealon Green.
Yeah,
that one was Roseman. I saw the name.
You got to think they're going to try to throw the ball some to Trey Harris tonight eventually.
I mean, he's got what?
Otherwise, you're going to hit the portal.
2 catches. He's got 2 for 12 yards.
How much can they protect? Because you need chunk plays if you're Ole Miss. Going empty.
Look at Marvin Jones dropping way back.
3-man rush.
Oh, CJ fell down.
Woo!
Oh, that hurt. He got sandwiched. Actually, I think he hurt a Georgia player. I think he hurt Zion Logue.
Here's the thing about 3-man rush. You got to stay outside.
Yeah.
I hope the kid's not hurt. Both of them.
Yeah.
They got that Sanders kid from Oklahoma State that's a real mobile quarterback.
Dang. He literally got bookmarked. I mean, bookended, excuse me. Watch this.
He's a tough kid, but this is hard.
I mean, just 2 guys at the same time, just crushing. Oh, man, Logue was coming at full speed. That's hammer and anvil. Jesus.
It was legal.
It is, but, I mean, hell, his eyes were closed when he hit the ground.
That's his helmet hit, too. Hope he's okay.
Yeah.
Here's that Sanders. Got over 5,000 total yards for Oklahoma State.
He's sitting up. That's good. He's a good football player.
Buddy, do you know your name? Because that was a lick.
He's not a scared runner, that's for sure.
No. Well, then Kirby was asked about that, and he said, we're going to tackle him like a running back. You know, and a lot of people are like, oh, well, Kirby's saying they're going to hurt him. I'm like, no. Kirby said this guy runs hard. He doesn't slide. He runs like a running back. He has no fear in him. Reminds me of Plumlee.
Yeah, you got to watch this guy here. Look at that.
Yeah.
9,000.
Jesus.
69 touchdowns. First play, you probably keep it.
Oh, my God. They got handoff to Judkins.
Came up a half a yard shy. It's going to be third down.
3rd and 1. Go for it. Can't give the ball back.
4th down, they'd be going for it. 3rd and 1, you're
Oh, sorry. I thought that was 3rd.
I do think they'll go for it on third
Oh,
down.
Oh, he fell down.
we got this center. It's okay, buddy.
I like how Ingram Dawkins stood up and like, y'all saw that, right?
That boy's been eating some biscuits.
Pretty good food in Oxford.
Come on, Michael. Somebody get to this quarterback. He's ready to throw a pick.
Here comes Jordan Hall.
Good coverage. Why would you throw the last?
Tagged play coach?
If they go for it here, I'm going to pass out. No, I won't. I can't pass out. I got to watch the rest of the game.
Do we need to get you a coffee?
They punting.
Or they're faking again.
You know, they had 2nd and 2, and we held them. Good block by 27.
Muse.
There's the flag for that block by 27.
It's his best return in a long time. Looks like he had a little help. Hey, shout out to Georgia basketball winning a tough game last night against Wake Forest. And to the soccer team.
I was about to say, shout out to the soccer team for winning the SEC for the first time.
And the first round of
Kirby,
the NCAA
mad.
tournament.
Who was that on?
Arian Smith, 10-yard penalty, holding.
27? Number 27. Who's that?
There's not a 27 that's normal on here, but that jersey looked like it was a one
He
of
was
those-
27 on special teams.
They
so he
tossed
wouldn't
one on
have
him.
2 11s.
Yeah, they put it exactly. Because 20, that's why I look. 20 says it's either Chris Peel or Sam Bush.
Settle down, Kirby.
So I don't think they were playing Chris Peel out of North Carolina.
Good call by you. Throw Bowers a screen or just throw him a screen right here. There's nobody on him.
Yeah. There he is. Oh. 100.
He had it.
Okay, Dart's running around. That's a good sign. Or is he running to the locker room?
He's running the locker room.
Oh.
Both are true. He is.
He's running. So he's not.
Might be going in there to throw up.
I was about to say.
I mean, you know,
He's holding his
I'm-
collarbone.
we need to finish this drive here.
Dylan
Yeah.
Bell in the backfield.
It could be a halfback pass. Hit Dylan.
Oh.
PI? I thought he was being held there.
It did look like he's being held, but the crowd believes he's being held. They're going nuts.
What do you want there? This is where you got to make a first down. You got to think they're going to try to heat us up here, boys. Love it over the middle. Rah on the cross.
There he goes.
First down back.
Down.
Much more.
I could see the coach is like, "That's my quarterback. Get down."
Had to wait for the running back to pull one linebacker out toward the flat. Open up everything.
Good poise.
Mm-hmm.
Put Arian Smith in there and throw him a deep one.
All right. I'm publishing our photo gallery. We have a gallery of all the recruits that are at the Georgia game.
This guy's on fire right now.
And he is. Oh, he got caught down at the 10. What a big gain from Kendall Milton.
Over 100. What did we say at halftime? Run off time.
The first thing when we came back from break, like, I would like to see us run off tackle here.
Looks like more rain right now.
Good job of Fairchild.
He's turned out to be so good.
Kirk Herbstreit's praising Georgia's offensive line today.
Again, you're playing 7 different guys, and they're all disgustingly effective.
Here comes Big Boy.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Got from behind.
Little backside.
Let's go to the fourth quarter. Georgia knocking on the door with a 38-14 lead.
Check out that Alabama Light show.
How many yards is Milton now? About
134, I think is what I just saw. Let me confirm. 127.
Hey, folks, if you are somebody who follows recruiting, which a lot of you do, or you wouldn't even know of who UGASports is, just uploaded the photo gallery. This is a huge recruiting weekend for Georgia. There are a lot of top recruits in town, a lot of guys that Georgia would like to flip, and not just the 2024 guys. The 2024 class is almost completely full. There's going to be some fireworks in the 2024 class before it's all said and done, but a lot of the top players for 2025 and 2026 are in town. Might even be a commitment here soon. So stay tuned, but to UGAsports.com on all of our various, our website and our social media channels. But right now, I just loaded up the recruiting gallery. So if you want to see who these big names, top 100 players, top 10 players who are actually at the game, you can check that out at UGAsports.com right now.
Hey, Dayne.
Yes, sir. Hold on.
You can't tell who that's from, but
what does it say, man? And who is it to? Don't listen. Hey, turn his mic off and you can tell me.
Some guy, national guy, said this team healthy is scary. It really is. I mean, I said that before the game, but unfortunately, maybe we're not healthy again without 84. But
I saw someone tweet that he was walking around fine on the sidelines.
Just like to see take Beck out. I mean, just because don't want to get anybody hit in the back or anything. This could have been even worse if we'd have scored at the end of the half. But we'll take it.
Oh, geez. Hey, it reminds me, I see the University of Texas stuff there. Be sure you're not buying Tito's vodka. Try Hunker. When we're talking about the Better Life Science stuff, Coach, I have my test in front of me, and they tested me for 20 fish and seafood allergies, 19 tree pollens, 10 different meats, 7 different pet issues, 13 different nuts or seeds.
About key lime pie.
They said that I'm woefully lacking in the amount of key lime pie that I should be eating to maintain a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah. That's great. Let's get with it. So there was this guy that was getting ready to kick the bucket, and he was out in his. Did I tell you the joke about the guy that was doing the will? Did I tell it on the podcast or not?
Yes, sir. You did.
All right, we can't tell it on here then. Or about the guy that went to the reunion, asked the lady to marry him.
Yes.
Okay, I got to get some new stuff.
So a lot of
what about the? I'm not going to tell a dirty one.
Oh, you can.
No.
Hey, it's after 7. Kids gone to bed.
Well,
Wait, there are 2 little girls that watch our show, so we got to be careful there.
come on, Bowers. You need a touchdown here in the flat. Kind of get a little funky there with the quarterback wrap.
That fooled the camera guy pretty well. Fooled me too.
It's 2 straight times we've been in the red zone. Got diddly on first down, so it puts the pressure on you on third. Might as well throw one to Brock. Let him win the dang tight end.
Let him win the Mackey Award. If not that,
He's gonna let him work on Prince here. He's gonna say, "I'm the king, you're the prince."
all right, throw it to Brock. Throw it to Brock.
How about the stands here? You think they like
They're
it?
going.
He wasn't supposed to play today, Roddy.
Yeah, well, he was in danger against first-round draft status.
That's a good throw.
That was a great throw.
How happy is he? Team player, man. I like the way Bobo put him in motion here to see what they're in. Now he's working on this linebacker. Nice try. That was worth the whole game. See him do that. Both McConkey and him get a touchdown.
Brock Bowers for Heisman. I'm just telling you.
What an offensive game for this team. Tell you that SEC championship's going to be an epic battle.
Well,
2 teams peaking. There's some important games
CBS is
before
going to be
then.
happy about that.
I think
I will give you credit for one thing, Roddy. You hadn't done anything right all year, but you did say when we were going to play on TV. A lot of people thought we would be 3:30 today a couple weeks ago. But you said
I got 3. I went 3 for 3 before the Missouri game. I said Missouri was going to be 3:30. Georgia's going to be ESPN I said 7:30. I forgot it was 7 o'clock, and that the Tennessee game would be 3:30.
That's
and
pretty
it
good.
was like, well, and I did say these are my
Not
guesses.
everybody, but most people said it right.
Yeah, it was like there we go. So we nailed. That's why you read UGASports. And here's the thing: people are always asking, "What time do you think this game's going to be?" Because they're trying to make plans weeks ahead of time. And I'm like, "This is what we believe is going to be," and we went 3 for 3. So.
Clemson and South Carolina are going to be on the Cartoon Channel.
That's still a great joke.
Coach, did I see where you got to spend a little time with Champ Bailey this week?
Yeah, it was great. Took my grandson over to yesterday to show him around the facility. And first guy, this is unbelievable, seriously. The first guy we see is Stetson Bennett. Stetson's over there working out, and he came up and hugged my neck. And my grandson's name's T, got a chance to meet Stetson. Then we're walking up the steps, and here comes Champ, best player I ever coached. Got a chance to meet him, and then we're walking out to leave to go to eat, and here comes Brock Bowers. So he got his picture made with Brock, and Brock basically told me that he was playing but I wasn't going to tell anybody, and I didn't. But some people projected that, and
You could have told me before I wrote my column. I was nervous as hell.
But you had some good stuff on it all week. But I mean, Brock was. I said, hey, you just going to run on the field? He said, Coach, I'm playing. I said, okay, good.
So what you're saying is that this performance is because T went around the building.
Well, I mean, T did a good job of. I mean, but can you imagine he'd see all three of those guys like that?
That's
and
incredible.
And then to top it off on Thursday, my boy Kirby, who is driven guy, he and T used to be on the driving range when T was in high school, and he's got a good feeling with each other. And he motioned for me to bring T out on the field, and he talked to him during stretch, which was great, and got a picture made with him. Kirby doesn't ever do that.
Wow.
So he knew how much it meant to T, and started busting him on his shoes.
Chris M with a super chat says it's 45-14. Means it's time for Coach having the singing and stories.
Yeah, we got to get something going here in a little bit. We'll do that. But
you know, if you look at how that first half was playing out, or first quarter and a half, if you know how tight everything was, the back and forth, how many points has Georgia scored unanswered? 30 something?
It was 14-14, and now it's 45-14. So that's 31.
It's kind of like when they were, Florida goes up 7, Georgia scores 36 in a row.
Tackle. Good job there.
Easy, Dan.
Easy, Dan.
It looked like Dan wanted to just blast him out of bounds, but he didn't. If you're Tennessee right now, you're peeing down your leg a little bit. You only scored 7 against Missouri, and then you got this team coming to town.
That was surprising there that they ran the ball and caught us in the pass coverage, and it was good.
That's smart.
This guy's a
Plus, I think they want to get this game over with, too.
This guy's a capable quarterback, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
We got Nyland Green in there. Took Lassiter out. Smart. Tackle. We're just getting caught on run support, but that's okay.
Well, if they want to do this, let them.
I hope Andy Griff gets in there some.
He can do this all damn day. Go nuts.
Guys lined up off sides.
George going cover 2.
Good job, Hall.
That is a big guy.
What does that mean? He wants a reel?
I think he's trying to pick their sights, see their signs. I like seeing Christian Miller get in there.
Ooh.
It's like he saw that coming when dropped him.
You got to think Sanders going to keep one here, boys. Be ready for it. We also got to see Tyke because I talked to him about T had been up. His mother's from West Virginia.
Hey, we're going to have to fire somebody at UGASports, Coach.
Get him.
You had him.
Was he across? That's just terrible.
He stopped beforehand.
Kid's pretty good quarterback.
Yeah.
Been nice if it snapped it away over there. They holding so bad. 54. Way to come up with it.
Dan Jackson laid the wood.
Probably going to throw a play action pass here eventually. Going to throw a one-man route to the field there. God, what a
Did
catch.
He caught that? Oh, my gosh.
No way. That's unreal.
Whew.
Holy.
That may be the best catch I've ever seen.
Pretty good coverage, Everett. Like I said, one-man route to the field.
You're right.
I mean, that's right up there with OBJ for the best thing.
Yeah, that's on Sports Center there.
Oh, my goodness.
That's like Terry Godwin's catch or Tyrone Protho's behind the back. I mean, that's there. You said he was going to keep it, Coach. You nailed it.
Yeah, C.J. Allen knew too.
Yeah. So did Raylan Wilson and Chaz Chambliss.
Sure would be good to get a lost yardage player.
Oh, no.
That's not good.
94, was that who it was?
I wasn't sure who that was. I saw 90.
I think 94. That's what I saw.
90. It's not Logue.
Is that Miller?
No, Miller's 52. 94 is Warren Brinson.
Florida beating LSU is about as inexplicable as anything I've heard lately. Get them in a bowl game.
I've got 94 as Jonathan Jefferson.
Oh, that's right. Brinson's 97.
Yeah.
Too many of these damn flights, man. Whew. Brain's not working. I'm glad to see Jefferson get in the game at least. Folks, if you get a chance, grab you some of the flights. 2.6 grams of carbs, 4.2% alcohol by volume. And about 95 calories.
After this game, Kirby Smart will have defeated every SEC team, I suppose, up until next year when Texas now joins that list.
Right. You know, just unbelievable. We got a chance to play some of these other offensive guys, and they keep the damn ball the whole fourth quarter.
Well, you're getting a chance to play all your other defensive guys.
How many total yards do we have? Like 450 or what?
Hasn't updated for me yet. 550, 533.
Pretty evenly split, too.
Plus,
I was told Bubba wasn't a good offensive hire.
He's done great. A lot of pressure on him. He's really come through. Beck, too. I mean, too bad that one ball's tipped. How many has he hit?
Beck is 18 of 25 for 306 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT.
Plus, he's run for like 40, too, hasn't he?
I was just looking for 30 yards, 4 carries.
Carson Beck's improved so much since the first month of the season.
Yeah, I think they took the handcuffs off of him, too. But, I mean, really let him, throwing a lot more on first down. He throws in some tight windows, man. Those guys catch the ball, too. We don't have many drops. Just had one bad throw tonight. I think that quick throw to Bell was too fast.
On that first drive of the second half.
Pretty stable day in the top 10.
Yeah, I think everything will stay the same. Washington and Oregon plays USC at 10:30.
They do.
Quarterback draw. This is a quarterback draw in a New York minute.
He's got nobody else back there.
I'll give you 5-1 quarterback draw.
Another high snap. There you go.
This center's having a day.
See if you can get 3.
I think the Georgia guy's like, hey, man, sometimes it just sucks.
He might be standing too close. Of course, Jackson Dark's about 3 feet taller than him.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you kick a field goal here?
Because you're going to onside kick. I don't know.
I think Kirby took that lost Ole Miss in year 1 personally. He's laying it on.
We think we're going to see backup players on offense now?
Yeah.
I mean, all the defensive guys are backups.
Yep. Coach, tell me about the challenge of going into Knoxville. I know what Tennessee did and didn't do today against Missouri. But
Yeah, I mean, they just run that hurry up and they throw the ball deep. And defensively, they've had some issues. But, it's just like everybody. You're going to get their best shot because it's a chance to knock off number 1 team or number 2, whatever we are.
Well, actually, my thought is it's fully expect Georgia to win that game. But for them, that's the last thing left in their whole season. If they could do that, then they've got, a huge – the year wasn't waste, all the hype stuff. Like, look, he knocked off Georgia. So, to your point, yes, they are going to give their absolute all for 2 quarters.
Georgia goes to Knoxville, then it goes to Atlanta, then it goes to Atlanta again.
I saw the thing that Alabama's 7-0 in Mercedes-Benz. It'd be good to make them 7-1.
Evan asked, will Kirby's friendship with Lane Kiffin mean that they'll shut it down early? I mean, they'll put backups in, but they're not going to shut it down.
We're not shutting it down. Put the zone read in, let the see Vandergrift show you his tail lights. They should put their seconds in. Who they got left? They got Mississippi State and who else?
I think they play one of the
like ULM or something like that. They play.
Oh, Terry Bowden.
Louisiana Monroe. Yeah.
I'm told on Humphrey, he has a fractured clavicle.
Oh, that sounds painful.
Let the folks on the dog vent know that's what I'm hearing. Again, it's just one source, so we'll see.
Oklahoma now leads West Virginia 52-20.
He's going to try to bring it back. Nope. Told him fair catch it.
Marshall's in a tight game with Georgia Southern. Eagles lead 26-24 in the fourth quarter.
Dumas.
Brock Vandegrift in, handing off to Andrew Paul.
Hey, good for him.
Jared Wilson in the game.
Got that good-looking group. Zone read, keep. Arian Smith, please catch one tonight. He's going to keep it outside here. Got old Lucky in there.
There you go. Oh, nice.
Shit, he didn't make a
I
first
thought
down.
he had it, but that
Somebody-
big old 95 stone just balled him off.
Get up there and snap it.
Need a first down here.
Sneak. Never lost a game here.
Wow. First down. And more. Ooh.
Come on.
Arian just got his ankle twisted, I think.
They're not going to know what to do when Vandergrift keeps it outside.
Showing us how LSU took the lead back. Yeah, of course. It was Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
He'll have over 200 rushing yards on them. Is that Morissette in the game? 23?
Big boy.
Yep.
Rob.
Whoa.
Rob.
That's a run and a half. So there's a question, but are they going to take it easy? Not the guys that don't get to play.
Look at Lucky here.
I wouldn't even bite for Michael Morris to
Yeah.
block.
Tell you, Michael Morris is staying.
Look at the fact that he's that far downfield running that fast.
Two pretty good young backs there. I like 55 too, Wilson.
What's the ref telling Vandergrift?
Son, you got to pop it in there and ride him a little further on that zone read. Georgia's up to 236 rushing yards, Coach. That's the second highest behind the 291 they had against Vandy.
He's going to keep it around the corner here.
Lucky in motion. Throwing to him.
All right, first catch for Lawson Lucky. Career.
Is it? He didn't have one before?
I don't know. Mike Lucky's boy.
Yeah. That's got to make you happy.
Would make me happy, even more happy to hang half 100 on him.
And again, that's another guy that missed so much of the season. Yeah, you're right. That was his
Got
first ever
Sperling
catch.
in there.
Cash.
Me. Nice drive. Dylan Morissette in there. Catch that I missed the chance of the touchdown.
Yeah.
Got Evans in there.
Freeling playing left tackle.
Jackson Meeks in there.
Got a question from Bustin Thomas. Do you think Carson Beck comes back next year?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh.
No.
Terrible.
Go for it, Kirby.
Put Robert Robertson in there. Let him bam it.
Why do you automatically think Carson's coming back?
I just think you got to. I mean, look at all the guys that got a chance to get drafted. I mean,
No, I didn't doubt.
Oh, they got him off sides. Taking a shot. Go get it, Jackson.
Should get another flag there. The guy tackled him.
Free play. Good instinct from Vandergrift. Lane, you just don't have the horses to hang in this
These
game.
guys over here on the sideline, all these backs are looking, who can be in the game? I want a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's not going to let Vandergrift score.
I want to see 50 burger coming up.
Georgia's about to have 600 yards. Jeez.
He can walk in if he kept it here.
Keeps it to the top, yeah. Look at it. I mean, just look at it.
Quarterback sweep.
Go to your right, please. Hang on to it. Go. Don't.
It worked.
It did, but we're talking about him keeping it because there's nobody on that side. They were all
Happy
sucked
for
in.
Andrew. Good looking back.
Yeah.
Those kids love that, man.
Hey, they may get the ball back for a 2-minute offense.
Gunner will be in there next. Pretty good by Sperling, too. What was that, like 75 yards?
71. Come on, coach. $52 points.
So if you got any kids listening to this, don't let them listen to this joke.
You're going to do it.
I'm serious. This lady,
You're going to do
this
it.
guy was going to had this blind date, and he went to the fair, and so they're out there, and they get some cotton candy and everything. He says, "What do you want to do?" She said, "I want to get weighed," and so he goes over there, and the guy guesses her weight and misses it, and they win a big little teddy bear. And so they go ride the Ferris wheel and get some some candied apples, and said, "What do you want to do?" And she said, "I want to get weighed." So they go back again, and
I know where you're going.
Don't talk. So they go back and weigh her again. This guy knows how much she weighs, and he gets exactly right. And then the guy loses his money, and so they go back and ride the tilt-a-whirl and a couple other things. And so she says, he asks her one more time, "Is there anything else you want to do?" She says, "Yeah, I want to get weighed." And he said, "Hey, that's okay." So he just takes her home, and she goes in and sees her girlfriend. And she says, "How was your date?" She said, "It was lousy." Okay. It was lousy. So that's
the only reason I kind of knew where you're going. Dave McMahon tells a joke about a buccaneer.
Oh yeah. But that's not bad.
No, it's not.
What do you think, Dave?
I like it.
was
I'm
lousy.
keeping an eye on the chat here.
It was lousy.
We're getting a lot of LOLs.
It was lousy.
Lousy.
Jeff says, "Wowsy, wowsy, wow, wow."
So this guy, this is local guy, this doctor, and this lady comes in there. I've told Roddy this, but comes in for physical, and she's 80 years old. And the doctor gives her all the blood work, everything. And he said, "I'm just going to tell you, man, 80 years old, unbelievable that you could have this kind of physical ability and have all of these things going for you, your skin, your weight, your blood pressure, your everything about you. I just need to ask you one other thing. Do you still have sexual intercourse?" He said, "Wait just a minute." So she goes out in the lobby, and her husband's over there, and there's about 25 people there. And she hollers all the way across the lobby and said, "Hey, Charlie, do we still have sexual intercourse?" And he hollers back, "I've told you 50 times it's Blue Cross Blue Shield."
That's so good.
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Got a super chat from Goat Dog. Just gives you a helmet sticker, coach, for your performance tonight.
Yeah.
Oh. Offensive line punching holes through whiteboards.
I tell you, Micah Morris is going to be a pro player. Really good player, man. That guy's got some physical talent than we have. I mean, he's just rock. And Fairchild's played good too. I mean, all of a sudden we got Mims back. We got.
I mean, Fairchild hasn't given up a pressure. Morris is just a road grader to
There's
run
Drew
behind.
Bobo, Coach Bobo's son.
Yeah. I mean, you're starting center. What?
Yeah.
A couple years.
Look at this guy, 6'6", 300. A lot of pride getting to wear that jersey.
And again, that's voted on by the players. That's not a rotating thing. You know, it's your turn. You have to have a good practice.
The other thing about him, yes sir, no sir, kid, from down there around Brent Blunt's area.
Yeah. The Brunswick area, they love him.
Got a super chat from Captain Guy Bob, one of our favorites.
Yeah, Bob.
Thank you.
Captain is part of the Fear family with Allison and Chris.
Well, says Chris from Wolf Camera and his dad Guy are happy to donate to the headset fund.
That's our guy.
Go Dogs.
He helped us out the other day. I was trying to come up with some super chats.
Was that a flag on that play?
Yeah, I thought it was a flag. Helmet stickers, and our man Paul kept saying we don't have enough. We don't have to give out that many helmet stickers. I said we need to increase our helmet sticker fund, and the Fears showed up.
They're gonna score on these guys.
Yeah. I think Paul's got a good point. He says you're dropping a 50 burger on a top 10 team.
But not only that, you look at the next two games Ole Miss has. You're going to look back at Missouri and Ole Miss, and that's going to be two teams that are likely 10-2 at the end of the regular season.
That's a great win, top to bottom.
And Georgia whipped Ole Miss and found a way to beat Missouri. And I think Missouri is one of the best teams in the country. But I know Georgia's the best team in the country.
Right.
Look at Mims.
We'd like to see Austin Blaskett get in there too.
Raining now.
It is rain. Look at Ja'Cory Thomas like, oh man, stay in bounds. Let me get a little lick on you.
Rain's affecting our team.
Yeah, you got to be happy for
Look
Chad
at
Linder,
Mims.
too.
I mean, just a small guy.
Top 15 pick right there, folks.
What do we have total rushing tonight? 300?
292. Come on, coach.
Knock it down. Harris.
Oh.
Good young freshman.
Yeah, I'll say a true freshman in there again.
Yep. Got to play Tennessee and tell that joke every year because I got to tell it. The two guys getting ready to get executed.
That's a good joke.
And one from Tennessee, one from Georgia. The guy says, Warden says, give me one more last wish. And the guy from Tennessee says, I want to hear Rocky Top one more time. Guy from Georgia says, kill me first.
That's the best.
I've heard that one before, but
I love it. It's my favorite.
If you're on South Campus, you're going to be hearing Rocky Top starting Monday. Maybe tomorrow.
Hey, real quick, Carson Beck, coach, goes 18 to 25, 72% completion rate, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT, 18 of 25, 306 yards. That is, wow, the safety blitz from way back.
Hit him.
Intercept. There you go.
It's our ball. Let's get Gunner Stockton in. Don't let him fall on the ball.
I was hoping to see a pick six the other way. You know, just round it up.
Kirby's still coaching.
Carson has yet. This is game 10. He has not had less than 250 yards passing in a game.
Cool.
That's pretty damn impressive.
And there's a lot of fourth quarters he didn't play.
Exactly. But I don't know any of the quarterbacks in their
Hope
first
this
year.
kid's okay. Don't make Gunner Stockton fall on the ball.
Minute 27.
He's going to let Brock keep one, and he's going to run for about 70 yards there. I'm serious.
They were talking about how these two guys kind of got after each other when they were at Alabama. going good on good.
That ain't gonna be your game, Rob.
There's Leland.
Leland down there talking about the press after the game.
Yeah, it's like, okay, you're going to have to talk to this person. You're going to have to talk to this
Bowers
person.
saying, I don't want to talk to anybody.
Got some cold rain coming down in Sanford Stadium. They're gonna be ready to get inside, get dry.
Hey, Will Wells, can't you find those guys some jackets? Isn't that the equipment guy? He and Mishad?
Quarterback sweep.
I can give it to Andrew Paul again. Yep, there it is.
I was hoping for a flea flicker.
That's the game.
I should do it. Yep. There's
Phenomenal performance from the Georgia Bulldogs.
52-17. God, man, that's an ass kicking.
And there's still plenty of stuff on tape on defense to go look at and say, got to clean that up.
Well, it's just tough. I mean, they're it's a really good offense, and the defense just coach. Did they adjust?
Yeah, I think a little bit adjusting, and then they stopped themselves a little bit, that one series, and then they got behind, and they kept thinking, hey, we got to do this, and offense just kept the hammer down. Let's see what he says.
Gotta play Tennessee. Let's see how Ladd McConkey's walking there. I'd like to see that.
No, he's going to be eating on Nealon about something.
Yeah. He looks hot.
Well, he can't be happy.
Yeah. For somebody who went 52-17. He's right. I didn't get touched all night. He's right. And he's more comfortable with the media.
Yeah.
Remember the first few weeks how awkward he was? That kid has come into his own.
There's Kirby with his dad.
That's great. Still not happy. So, all right, folks, that's going to be, we're going to wrap up here. We appreciate all of you joining us. We also appreciate all the super chats. Those are fantastic. Those help us out a lot. We don't ask you to do it, but we always appreciate when you do. Paul and the folks and the guys will have the post-game overreaction show. Should be a fun time over there. We'll talk late into the night about what an ass kicking this was. And should be a lot of helmet stickers given out. Then we'll have Film Don't Lie on Monday night after the recruiting show. Tuesday, we'll have our UGASports live show. And then again, we'll be back here next Saturday, 3 probably right at 3:30 because the kickoff won't be until 3:40 or something like that.
Sure.
So 3:30 back here with Coach Donnan, breaking it down. You guys saw how he knew exactly what was going on in this game. He won't say that we'll say it because we can. It is an absolute joy to have him here with us, and it's a joy that you come and be a part of it with us. We saw how many people were watching the show with us and all of your comments. We love it. We love you, and we will see you in the coming days.